I literally just sat down in this seat like 20 seconds ago. I made it back. We're back. Market's freaking out. What'd you guys do? I thought I was supposed to go to class and then Amy was supposed to rip. I thought that was the deal we had. Wasn't that the deal? I was wearing a hat too. I got crazy hat hair. Guys, I thought that was the deal. I go class. I did something that I don't want to do. And then you guys do your thing, whatever you do when I'm gone. And then you make it rip. I did my part. Why didn't you do your part? All right, let's see. Bullard is supposed to come on right now, which is, that's not going to be ideal. Costco's coming down a little bit here. Tiger is still holding like an absolute beast today. The absolute beast that my Tiger is. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, guys, as you're filtering in, hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot with the algorithm. Let's see what we're going to get today. Amy, 1676 down another 3.3%. That's no fun, but still printed on Tiger and a lot of these other plays that we've been calling out. So hopefully you guys are having a decent day. You forgot to push the stock go up button. Yeah, exactly. What the hell, guys? What's wrong? Why would you have done this? Tiger looking real jumpy. Dude, Tiger's a beast. SPY's just down at this lower end of the box here. If it breaks down below, watch out below. SPY's going to get dirty to the downside. And here's the other thing. This move is so similar. Look at Snap. So Snap's was down 3% today. Let's look at the daily candles. Look at this. Snap was down what? 8% yesterday, 3.87% today. This is setting up. Snap is setting up for potentially a giant earnings move. It's pricing in a lot. You never really know on earnings. I like just Snap on earnings just in general. We'll see. I might do something wild with that. Like number 69. Appreciate that, guys. Again, hit that like button on the way in. Helps get this stream back out to some more people. How's class? Interesting, to say the least. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. My experience going to school today was interesting. All right, so let's see what we got over here. Tacos and sushis. Dude, tacos and sushi sounds awesome. That sounds amazing. 259% on SPY puts. See, I don't even need to be here, and you guys know the deal now. Break down below the 200, 1348 cross, all the way from 446 down to 443. You're printing. Elaborate? No. All right, so let's see. AB get a little pop back up here. Snap doing its thing. It's technically lunchtime over here. People in your class know what you do? No, I have no idea. I tell them what they do, and they're like, "What company are you working for?" And I'm like, let's see. You want Amy at 12 so you can load up another 1,000 shares, bring it on? Well, Amy's going to do what it's going to do. That's why we trade. Here we go. Let's see. I'm pumped up. Having a good time. Sushi tacos, that might just become a thing. Dude, all right. Who wants to make a sushi taco restaurant with me? Anybody want to do that? That sounds like fun. And then we just get to eat sushi tacos all the time. And we can have normal tacos too. Fine with me. What levels are below in the SPY box? Let me look. I think it's 4. Wait, that's the wrong one. That is the wrong one here. All right, let's see what we're going to get. What do we got? What is this? Top of the box is 440. So like $4. We could do a little box extendo, but it's bouncing off the box right here. So we'll see. It's called taco sushi. That sounds like exactly what I would call it. Taco sushi. Citadel running AMC down. Melvin is closing to cover some shorts. Melvin was never confirmed short AMC. There was just short GME. Bold SPY prediction, please. If you want it to be bold and me to feed your confirmation buy-ins, I'll tell you it's coming back up to the top of the box. Cat and Wally holding up, respecting the 200. Yeah, cost came down below VWAP and was just getting not having fun. So cost is not looking great today. It's doing this little rim on the 4 hour, I bet. Yeah, it's literally just coming down and testing the 13 on the 4 hour. That's fine with me. Do whatever you have to do, Costco, before you want to go boom boom. But Tiger, I can't say I'm not the Tiger King. How the presentation go? Dude, it's a presentation. I present to you guys all day long. It's not that hard. I just read off some facts, did some interpretation, bing, bang, boom. Then I had to sit there and literally stare at the Weeble on my phone. But it was fine. It's good. I think I did good. I think so. Did your instructor think you were a new student? No, I think this is the last class. This is the last class. Tiger's looking to rip here. Sam, what do you mean by rip? Any video of the presentation? Nah. Thoughts on the charge point daily cross? Ooh, cross on the daily? It's kind of sexy. Like button, engage. Who's Tiger? Target. Are you new here? We've been screaming for like the last 3 weeks. Tiger, Tiger, Tiger. Who Tiger? Why waiting on a snap play? Isn't Ivy just going to go up there in the day? No. It doesn't matter. Well, technically for next week, yes, but I want the strangle to be as even as you possibly can. That's how I like to play it. Any videos of my cougar? I don't have a cougar. Well, no, never mind. All right, so let's see. Sorry, it's okay, Mike. It's okay, Mike. I'm just fucking around. WBA 4 hour. Walgreens. Walgreens. Dude, look at these. Value rotation. How many times do I gotta say it? Do you get it now? Do you see what we've been setting up for like 3 weeks? Value rotation. Here we go. Walgreens running, Tiger holding, Costco sucking a little bit, but we got some things that are moving. You have multiple cougars, you just ghost them and play hard to get. I just do my thing. All right. Value rotation. Ooh, I love it. Where's our Tiger? Flatlined throughout the day, up another 0.87%. These contracts are up like 188% or something. Killing it over here. Let's see. All right, guys. Again, we're going to do Ortex right now, but make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. It helps out a whole lot getting this stream out to some more people. Let's see. Oh, you slackers. You absolute slackers. I go on a sprint. I go to class. You guys don't even do your part by pumping AMC when I'm at class to have. What the fuck? Okay. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit right now. I'm turning on the bullshit alarm. You know why? Did somebody take looking at this Ortex page right now? Why am I calling bullshit? Ready? There's 2 things. Well, mainly one thing now. What is the bullshit on this thing? And what looks like one of these things is not like the other, or it's like this. We've seen this. We're more like Groundhog Day. Cost to borrow, yes. It's not utilization. That one's already. Cost to borrow is way too low. No. What's specific about cost to borrow? Not the average. Well, maybe the average, but what else? Somebody's going to get it. I'm giving you guys too many hints. Yes, cost to borrow. What about it? Cost to borrow max. Johnny, why? Oh, TMI's getting the LSD stuff too? No. This 75.45% number is we've seen it at least 5 times. How is the math? Like, okay. I mean, really? Fine. I'm still calling BS on it. 2.73% max. An Amy, 19.35% estimated. We've seen it's not just we've seen 75% before. We've seen 75.45% at least 3 other times. Look at the market. It had its pre-Powell shit. Well, Bullard is coming on now. Bullard should be talking right now. So we'll see what happens with our boy Bullard. Let's see. AMC is tomorrow's 273% without the dot. True. I guess that's how we're gonna do things. Where's Verizon right now? Dude, this thing, okay, bold Verizon prediction. It gets this MACD crossover and just goes boom into close. That's my bold Verizon prediction. You top sold cost. Look at a re-enter after Powell. Nice. Oh, so it's the fact that we've seen the same number multiple times. Yes. Why are we seeing the same exact number? It's just stupid. The dot is FUD. Let's see. All right. It's technically lunchtime. I should eat something. It should happen. All right. VZ's looking good. Where's my tiger? Flatlined. Where's our Costco? It's trying. It's not really doing that. I just love that they're not reporting enough to let it go over 20%. Well, sort of. Walgreens is a mini Target. Walgreens is a CVS, bro. Walgreens is a CVS. It's like a Dwayne Reed. I have a personal vendetta against Dwayne Reed. Just the first time I went to New York City by myself, I needed to get like Gatorades when I was like 17, going drinking in New York City. It was like $20 for like 3 Gatorades. I was like, fuck you. You should be aggressive more often. All right, fine. Let's see. Bing bong. Price is wrong. Melvin's wrong. Citadel, an asshole. That's what we got over here. You're out for the day. Gonna walk away. Made what you lost yesterday. Live to fight another day. Tim, I didn't realize it was poetry time, but that's kind of cool. I like that. Debate on global economy. Powell and Lagarde. Whoa. All right, we gotta watch that. What's it? Ked Grit? Dude, stop with the "Hey There, Delilah" lyrics, folks. All right? I don't need that crap in my head. Tiger didn't like that you were in class. I know, man. That's just Tiger actually was waiting for me to come back. See, I left for class and Tiger was like, "Okay, I'll wait for you," which is nice. It's good. I like that. I'm really a fan of that. Tiger's me and Tiger. And the like button is free. Guys, cost you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot over here. Let's see. Second stream of the day. Let's get everybody back in here having some fun. I mean, let's see if we can find a couple of more trades. I'm liking more the macro plays and the 4 hours and everything like that, where money's going, stuff like that. Maybe, hold on. I have an idea. Ooh, okay. Wally, what's up with Wally? Is Wally breaking 160? Oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. What am I majoring in? Finance. Yeah, but it's useless. Not sorry. Like, if any of my professors are watching right now, I wish. Well, one of my classes is sort of useful. He talks about crypto all the time. I mean, I wouldn't really know, but I mean, yeah, he talks about crypto a lot. Let's see. Wally's coming up above 160. That 160 breakout could be spicy if it holds. What the hell was this? 161.96? Wally, you dirty dog. I swear 1348 is like the missing puzzle piece for me. Thanks, STV. Dude, I'm glad you're killing it with it. You should be aggressive and wear an eye patch. Cougars love that. All right, bro. I don't understand your fascination with Cougars, dude. I don't get it. Why does the age matter? Like, why are you guys pushing me towards this direction here? It's weird. It freaks me out, and you're scaring me. All right, SPY off the lows over here. Jimmy doing its thing. SPY, here we go. You think down? I mean, dude, Wally's ripping. Is Tiger coming? Tiger. We will have none of that bullshit today with Wally going crazy. Value dollar of money. Please don't ever say it like that. You mean time value of money? You signed up for premium. Do you guys have a lower cost for multiple months? No. It's Eric. It's $3 a day with your trading and what you're doing and everything that we're also giving you guys over 40 private live streams every single month. I mean, technically, there is going to be a tier for the. What do you call it? For people that just were. Never mind. I don't know if we're saying that yet. Tiger's just biding its time, getting straight. So Walmart calls. It looks good right now. It's not at the day high yet. If it breaks out of that, double top. What is this? 169.4. Okay, 169.50, and Wally starts to run a little here. If the SPY gets a little momentum too, Wally go boom boom. Need yearly subs. We don't want you to be locked in. Come and go as you please. Bro, you need cougars at your age? Stop. Stop with the cougars, bro. Why can't I just find like a nice young girl? This is nice. Just like cool. Why are you guys like, no, cougar? It's like, whoa, guys. Let's see. Henry's running. Henry was running today. Henry was having a time. Not anymore. I mean, it's still up 2.5%. Amy needs to break this 13 or else it's probably coming to a new low here. Good luck. Yeah, facts, bro. You're up 300% on Verizon calls for next week. You're up 100% on Bank of America puts. William, attaboy. Where's Verizon right now? Pumping? Oh, my bold Verizon prediction. Did my VZs just go green? How? Okay, bro. Basically flat because they don't exist. Okay. Let's see. Snap had 500% IV. Dude, I want it so bad. It's just the market makers are literally screaming at you, I'm gonna steal your money. And it's like, come on, dude. Why can't you just have a little bit of fun? Think Snap will go up or down after earnings? Yes. I think it's gonna move big. I would say probably up, but I don't really know. Is Powell talking yet? No, we got 15 minutes till Powell. Ooh, Spy flashing around here. Spy's flashing you. Tiger? Tiger? Okay. Cost. Get your butt back above 600. You're trying. You just read that the Fed may need to be even more aggressive fighting inflation as U.S. household cash exceeds debt for the first time in 3 decades. Right. But they're not going to. So what they're not going to do is just wildly willy-nilly on rate hikes. That's not what they'll do. They will do the rate hikes, but they have Jerome Powell's toolbox that they have a lot of different tools in. So they'll do rate hikes, more tapering of asset purchases, and balance sheet runoff. That's what they'll be doing. Let's see. Read your comment above. Oh boy, Ryan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's funny, Ryan. That is funny. All right, Costco's trying to do its thing. Amy popping back up. Jimmy popping back up. VZ. Get up there, pal. Verizon. I know you want to do it. Well, I do like Tigers. I am a fan of Tigers. So let's see here. Folks, what are we going to get? Pumas? Okay, you guys are on a different note today. Spy's going crazy, and you guys are all just like, let's talk about jungle cats. All right, let's see. Jimmy coming up. Let's see what up. Wait, where's Wally? Did Wally get sparked, or does Wally just pump it again? Here comes Wally. Here comes Wally. There it is. There's that 160.50 breakout. If that hits there, makes new day highs, Wally could be spicy. It doesn't like it. Does not like it so far. You're a Cub, not a Tiger. Nah, I'm the Tiger King. You just got in some Walmart 160 calls. That's not the worst idea in the world. Idiots selling for no reason. Yeah, they can do what they want. Yes, it is. All right. Watch that closing candle above 160.50 on Wally. Bullard started talking. He should have, but I haven't seen anything come out. Oh, Bullard, the Fed is behind the curve. Won't have a hard landing. So you're basically saying that you suck, but you're still going to be fine? Bullard says the Federal Reserve, not Fed, is behind the curve. That is the Fed, buddy. That is the Fed. The Federal Reserve is the Fed. The Feds is the FBI. Does Webull have day trade limits on a cash account? Nope. Well, you have to trade with settled cash. If you're trading with settled cash, you're good to go. All right, SPY's now down below the box. That's not great. Where's my tiger? My tiger coming down. Tiger above 250 is dirty. Costco, stop. The Fed is revenuers? I'm so confused. You guys are breaking my brain so far today. How long does it take to settle cash when selling an option? 1 day. Next day settlement. You're good to go. Can you get Vix riding a cougar merch? That would be hilarious. All right, Jimmy rejected off that 13. SPY. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. You bought a 250 put as a joke on Netflix? Oh, boy. Yeah, that would be what we like to call printing. Did somebody set a tiger trap? Nah, dude, tiger's fine. My tiger is perfectly fine. Oxy cracked the high from April earlier, but it's been flushing hard since then. I think we'll see a bounce, or did it top out for a while? Well, what's oil doing right now? That's really what you have to look for. Like, what is oil doing? Oil sold back off. Oil was up 2.5%. Now it's only up 0.5%. So oil just tanked it for a little bit. Dude, my hat hair is just reckless today. Just absolutely reckless. Just like me, reckless. Yeah, I've got the ankle covered up too. Ha. Let's see. One is the Federal Reserve. The other is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Exactly. And when they mix the two up, it always makes me think that some dude in a windbreaker is just doing, like, deciding whether or not to raise rates. And it hurts. The IV on Snap is insane. Yeah, these fuckers, dude, are not going to let me play it correctly. What's the IV right now? Stop it. Stop with that. I mean, so here's the deal. All right, that sucks, dude. Why are they being so rude? Evan, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. What's goody? Peep Tiger Ortex. If Tiger Ortex is actually legit, I'm going to be kind of entertained by that. No, it's 2.67% estimated short interest. A lot of shares borrowed today, though. SPY puts, 312%. Dan Landry. There you go. I'm sure you're on a Fed list somewhere. Wanted felons? Yeah, buddy. You are. You definitely are. You 100% are. Let's see. What else are we looking at? VZ. Is VZ getting sparked? It's coming down a little bit with the SPY, bro. What? Stop it. What is this nonsense that you have going on here? Mr. Disappeared, come back. I was lost without you. Guys, you know I have to go to, like, these next couple weeks, like, I have to go to class sometimes in order to sort of maybe try and graduate. I don't even think I'm going to graduation, bro. I don't want to go. I want to do other things. It's just waste my time. I don't get to do anything ever. I want to break. I want to go do something. I don't need to go, like, walk around in a freaking robe. No thanks. A cape. No thanks. AMC is red. Well, yes, it is. That is how it works. Went premium yesterday. It's been rocky, but I do way better when I stick to the rules. You suck when you let your emotions get the best of you. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all emotional. Like, you can't let your emotions get in charge of you when you're trading. It's not allowed. Diamond handing puts on Moderna and laser. You can always make them free. I bet you're printing on them. All right, guys. Again, as you're filtering in here, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. Cost you nothing to do it. Helps me out a whole lot. Helps get these streams out to some more people. We're going to have some fun until the end of the day. We got about 3 hours left to go. Played a 175 put on NUE as it ripped at 185 yesterday. Up 60% so far on the pullback. Damn. You'll have the memory the rest of your life. Okay. Same thing with my high school graduation, though, too, right? How much do I care about it, though? 0. Trust me. Trust me. Don't miss because you're young and want to do something else. No. Here's the thing. I want to do something that's more memorable. You join premium today. Lots of alerts. And a premium chat only chat too. Very cool. The AR guy. There you go. Yeah, guys. Time is running out a little bit to get that free access until the end of the month. So if you guys are interested in that, here is the link. That proprietary trading algorithm that algo back tested on 10,000 stocks over 6 years, with a profit target on trading shares, had a 75% win rate, which is ridiculous, with all the rules put into it. So you guys are going to get access to see what that bot is doing very, very, very soon. We alert you guys on over 400 stocks on a variety of time frames. You get 40 private live streams every single month. If you're interested, it's right there to take your, what do you call it? You mean you aren't live streaming it's for your parents? You're a good kid, so you do it for them? Nah, here's the thing. I got a little bit lucky because they might be doing all these mask mandate stuff at graduation. No thanks. Bullard. Yeah, there's only been one announcement from Bullard. That's it. Interesting. You'll get graduation cards with money in them. Ceremonies are actually for your family. Exactly. But I do a lot. No, don't take it for granted. No, I understand. I don't want to, though. I do not want to go. I want to go do something. I don't get to do anything ever. If they have a basketball, they have Mikey walk for you? Nah, bro. I can't have Mikey. Mikey can't come. When Powell, 4 minutes. Actually, let's see if we can pull this up. Walter. Let's see. So we're getting Christine Lagarde, Powell, and then a bunch of other people that I have not heard of before. Oh, the Prime Minister of Barbados is going to be on here. This is going to be interesting. Are you a frat boy? Surprisingly, no. Is Tiger running? Is my Tiger going back up? It's chilling. How much worse could he make it? It depends on what he says. Who put our Tiger to sleep? She's just chilling. This is kind of what we want on it. Look, we want the 13 to continue up like this, and we want Tiger to go a little flat, and then we want it to bounce off the 13 and then go boom, new high. That's what we want. You want Powell to pump Tiger? You can't have Powell pump Tiger. All right, guys, give me like 1 second. I got to grab something. You can't just pump Tiger. That's not how it works. You can't just think Powell's going to come on and be like, Tiger pump. That's just not how it works. Let's see. Where do you watch Powell? I have it on over here. It's just a YouTube link. Chair of the Federal Reserve of the United States. Did Tiger do the same thing yesterday? Not really. The Tiger just melted up the entire day. But again, I mean, Spy's out of this box here. It's not looking great. If they say some good stuff, we could be good to go. Let's see. Evan, thanks for the super, buddy. Is there a way to pull up the whole threshold list on Ortex? No. Evan, you just go on you just type in NYSE threshold list and you can just look at it. And then you see every single stock on the threshold list. I mean, we could look at it. It's not, do you want to look at it? We could. Thanks for the super. We could look at it if you really wanted to. Next box on the Spy's around 440. Um, 193% on the Tigers. I love it. Pull it up. Why though? Amy Flicker, Spy Flicker. Is HD getting hit today? Yeah, HD's getting hit. Oh, hold on. CNBC final trades, SYY, KMI, CG, and ETRN. All right, let's see. This Powell thing should be on now. He's going to be debating. We can listen to it for a little while. I might, when we throw Powell on, I might make some lunch and eat. $175% on SPY puts before Powell comes in. Yeah, nice. That's awesome. Amy coming up. HD down. Tiger. No, Tiger. Stop it. Walmart, what are we doing? It's going to be hard to tame the Tiger. What's for lunch? What do you think? 35% on SPY puts. There you go. You would play a call before J Powell? I would. It's not like I don't really know what to expect on this. I like genuinely don't know what to expect on Powell at this. It's like a debate with the IMF. Let's see, is he on yet? I'll just leave this here. All right, so they're a minute late. Maybe Biden's coming on. Sorry, it was right there. Cutlets, of course. Exactly. You guys know the deal by now. All right, guys. Again, as you're coming in here, make sure you hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot getting some more people in here. Let's see. Slackers, bro. Rinsed chicken? Weirdos. Weirdo. SPY coming down. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Uh-oh. I want to play Snap, but the premium is just so stupid on it. Like, stupid. Like, I'd have to go for, like, a monthly or, like, 2 weeks out or something crazy. Florida House clears the bill that could dissolve the Disney district. Oh, and Wally's coming back up here. Is Disney moving? I mean, the SPY's coming down, so I'm assuming Disney's coming out with it. Yeah. 100% on SPY puts. Freaking printers. You going to play Verizon earnings? I'm probably going to leave a contract or two. Probably going to leave a contract or two. IV is probably going to shoot up a little bit going into the end of the day. So, I don't know. I mean, these are slightly red here. We'll see. Is your other box on bottom of what we broke? What do you mean? No. The other box is 440. It's like way down. It's like back here. I just haven't extended it. See, it's right here. See, we're coming down to it. Ish. I have the sound on for Powell, and they just have not come on yet. Let me refresh it. Sometimes it's janky like that. Nope, I haven't come on yet. Bloomberg is reporting that Kenny is spending millions on midterm elections. Is he? Where is that? Can you send me that? I mean, I've got this one from 6 days ago. 40 million put towards midterms. You think about buying options well ahead of earnings and selling in high IV? How do you pick the ones that might move big in like 2 weeks? One, I have like a list of companies in my head that move like that. To play the run up, but I mean, you could just pair it with 1348 and 4-hour crosses. You just got an internship to snag your financial license. Woo! Congratulations, buddy. Now when I make fun of people in the financial industry, I can make fun of you directly. I'm just kidding. 3M? Yeah, 3M's holding. I like it. He's live? I don't see it yet. Powell? The link that I have is not, it's the IMF, and it still says waiting. I don't see it yet. Maybe it's a little delayed. Bloomberg, that's it. Must be the app reposting it again. Yeah, can you send me that link on Twitter, please? IWM broke, sell-offs coming. Yeah, maybe we get some puts to fuck around a little. I don't want to ahead of Powell, though. I just kind of want to leave stuff there and just play the swing. Play the value swing. Value time of month. Stop. You bought 442 puts on the spot market open. 450. You're rolling it. There you go. The YouTube stream started, but it's in a please wait screen. I got nothing. I got waiting for IMF. That's what I got. I got debate on global economy, and then that's it. It's like the thumbnail. I got nothing. Hold on. Live. This is Yahoo Finance. Oh yeah, this is the. Now they're just playing music over here. So I'll just leave it here. They're not on yet. You don't have Twitter? Sorry. That's unfortunate. You still love you. Your stream changed my life. Vin. Fuck yeah, dude. Appreciate that, buddy. The time value of Cougars. Theta. All right. You almost went for a finance degree? Yeah, don't do that. Theta. If anybody gets the joke, I don't think you will, but maybe you do, and I'm gonna get it. People are gonna get angry at me. It's fine. It's okay. I'm making jokes today. CNN Plus, more like CNN minus. That's funny. Yeah, they're going to HBO Max now. I saw that. They're talking about Yellen. He's live. Why is the IMF just so bad at this? No, he's not. I don't see anything. Started streaming 2 minutes ago. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. What do we got over here? Yeah, this is the only one. You get Yahoo Finance with it. Debate. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the IMF's debate on the global economy. I'm Sarah Eisen. I'm the host of Closing Bell on CNBC, and I am thrilled to be here in person at the IMF. Joining me is Christine Lagarde. She is the ECB president to talk about managing direct issues facing the global economy. Joining me is Christine Lagarde. She is the ECB president, managing director of the IMF, Kristalina Georgieva, the chair of the Federal Reserve, Jay Powell, and from Indonesia, the Minister of Finance, Sri Mulyani Indrawati. And then joining us remotely, we've got the Prime Minister of Barbados, Mia Mottley, who couldn't be here today, and she is in sunny Barbados. We're all jealous, and we're happy to have everyone here, the most powerful women in the economy, and Chair Powell. Welcome.
All right.
So we came here today, and we thought we were going to be discussing this year the recovery from a brutal 2 years of COVID. And instead, we've got the Russian invasion in Ukraine. We have that influencing prices and inflation. We have a dramatic shift in policy, and we have some aggressive lockdowns in China. And all of that is distorting and depressing the global economic outlook. So maybe, Madam MD, if you could just kick it off and set the stage for us, because you did cut your outlook for the global economy this year, and it sounds like you're going to be cutting it more. So how much of a slowdown are we facing?
It is quite significant. Last year, we were doing quite well, 6.1% growth. We were projecting slightly less, but still high for this year, nearly 5%. And then we got Omicron, first revision downwards, and the war in Ukraine, second more significant revision downwards. Would there be more? It is to be seen. It depends on how long the war is going to last, how effective policymakers are going to be to deal with inflation without slowing down growth. And is there something else to hit us? We do live in a more shock-prone world. If anything we learned in these 2 years is that we have to be more agile, to build more resilience to these shocks. And one of the objectives of us meeting here in Washington is to talk with each other and identify what is the policy combination that can deal with these short-term challenges without jeopardizing longer-term sustainable growth.
Well, we do have a good mix of fiscal and monetary leaders here on the panel. So just to follow up quickly, Madam MD, as far as the outlook and the deterioration, how close are we to something like a global recession?
Well, we are still very much in positive territory. Growth projection for this year, as you said, 3.6%. Let's remember that was the average growth rate between 2011 and 2019. We have only small handful of countries that are in negative territory. Among them, Ukraine, devastated, shrinking by 40%. Russia, very significantly, in fact, impacted, 11% below what we projected in October. But most of the countries are growing, although slowly. What is the big problem, Sarah? The big problem is that the exit from the pandemic-induced crisis is now slowing down for the future. Just one number. Emerging markets and developing economies will be still 6% below their pre-pandemic trend in 2026. This is 2 years or more delay in their recovery. What is my biggest worry? With food prices, energy prices up, with prospects for recovery much worse, are we going to see the phenomenon from 2019, people on the street, unrest?
We will wait for Powell. We will wait for Powell. That's what we're going to do. They're just not saying anything. I want to just wait for Powell's statements because that's going to be what really moves everything. Just Powell coming in and saying stuff. So again, guys, as you're filtering in here, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream. Helps out a whole lot with Al Gore's rhythm over here. Let's see what we're going to get going to the end of the day. Amy got a little bit of a pop here. We got VZ trying to do its thing. Yeah, they're just kind of spewing stuff. They're just saying stuff. All right, Verizon 55.35. SPY looks like it wants to come down a little bit more here too. That's a lot of 5-minute red candles in a row. That's a lot of red candles, pal. All right, let's see here. Where's Jimmy? Jimmy down 4%. Let's see. If I see Powell talking, I can see all the screens on it. So if I see Powell start to open his mouth, I'll put him back on for a second. Mikey is due to pop in. Oh boy, Mikey. Mikey, we don't need any of that Mikey nonsense over here. Tiger needs to chill the fuck out. Relax, bro. We're up over 160% on him. What is it up now? 175? Bullard, the Fed isn't as far behind the hold on. Bullard, Fed isn't as far behind the curve as you think we are. So Bullard just made a bullish comment, which is weird. Lagarde, risk skewed to downside for growth. Yeah, we're going to get some of these statements as they come in. And then once Powell starts speaking, I'll throw Powell on. Let's see. BS? Right, it is BS. But that doesn't... But here's the thing. Bullard is the one that comes out and is like, yeah, we suck. Like, he always comes out and is like, yeah, we're terrible. But then he comes out and is like, yeah, we're not actually doing that bad. It's like, he's the one that is like actually going to give you the hard truth. That comment was from a while ago. Then why did it come through just now? When Bullard is speaking. 9 minutes till cutlets. Yeah, 9 minutes. Oh, they retweeted it again? That wasn't a retweet. Why are they? Yeah, Fast Stock News didn't tweet it. Walter Bloomberg did, though. Let's see. All right, Amy's trying to move back up a little bit here. Still down about 2.38% over here. SPY popping back up here a little bit. Let's see how Cost is doing. Is he getting sparked again? Cost, go! Margin calls in 47 minutes. I'm burning my cutlets. I'm definitely not. I know how to make the cutlets. We are so getting margin called. What? Why would we get margin called? If you're on margin, you're playing with fucking fire. Let's see. Yeah, Lagarde is still talking over here. That's all we really got. Let's see what we're going to get. Bing bong. The price is wrong. I beeped. It's the chicken. It's 9 minutes till chicken. The oven has to preheat. Skating down to Massillville in Texas. It was the highway was blocked up. There's skating. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds pretty neat. All right, hold on. I want this up here too. Oh, Powell's talking.
Invasion of Ukraine for no reason and the human suffering that's going on there. And while while these economic matters are important, there are very fundamental things at stake there that we want to keep in mind. So in terms of the U.S. economy, we are a bit more remote from the immediate effects of the war compared to Europe, for example. But we will be feeling them over time, and they will come in the form of upward pressure on inflation, further upward pressure, and a bit of downward pressure on output. But the U.S. economy is very strong, performing very well. By most forecasts, we'll have another strong growth year this year. The labor market is extraordinarily tight, extremely tight, historically so, and to the point where really there's an imbalance between supply and demand for workers. And of course, the big issue that we're very focused on is inflation and getting inflation back down to our 2% goal.
But if we start to slow materially in our economy, will you stop tightening even if inflation is still above your target?
Well, so first of all,
good question.
You asked about a soft landing. Basically that's our goal. Our goal is to get demand, use our tools to get demand and supply back in sync, so that inflation moves down, and do so without a slowdown that amounts to a recession. That's our goal. And I don't think you'll hear anyone at the Fed say that that's going to be straightforward or easy. It's going to be very challenging. We're going to do our very best to accomplish that. And it's absolutely essential to restore price stability. Without price stability, really the economies don't work without price stability. We need that to have a strong labor market for an extended period of time. We need it for financial stability. So we must do that.
The market has 3 50 basis point hikes coming at the next 3 meetings as of this morning. Is that reasonable?
So I try not to comment on specific market pricing for things, but I will just say this: at our last meeting, and this was in the minutes from the meeting, many on the committee thought it would be appropriate for there to be 1 or more 50 basis point hikes.
Are you one of those people?
I don't disclose my own path. I try to lead the committee, but so I think markets are processing what we're saying. They're reacting appropriately generally, but I wouldn't want to bless any particular market pricing.
So
the thing I want to say though is we really are committed to using our tools to get 2% inflation back. And I think if you look at, for example, if you look at the last tightening cycle, which was a 2-year string of 25 basis point hikes from 2004 to 2006, inflation was a little over 3%. So inflation is much higher now, and our policy rate is still more accommodative than it was then. So it is appropriate, in my view, to be moving a little more quickly. And I also think there's something in the idea of front end loading whatever accommodation one thinks is appropriate. So that does points in the direction of 50 basis points being on the table. Certainly, we make these decisions at the meeting, and we'll make them meeting by meeting. But I would say that 50 basis points will be on the table for the May meeting.
Yeah, we know
Minister
that.
Miliani, are you more worried about what Fed Chair Powell is doing, or about what we're seeing in China right now with these aggressive lockdowns because of COVID as it relates to your economy and the region and emerging markets?
Well, United States and China, the 2 biggest economy in the world, whatever.
Okay, so a little bit of a quit. We're really just going to listen to what Powell has to say until they start maybe potentially going back and forth. What Powell basically just said was he was asked a question on whether or not there's going to be 3 50 basis point hikes coming in the near future. He basically said yes. That's basically what he said. At the same time, though, this is why the market's moving. It's not based on what Powell said at all. It's what Bullard said. So Bullard came out and said, where is it? Of a 75 basis point hike has been done and the world has not come to an end. So Powell is over here talking about the 50 basis point hikes. He's like, yep, we're going to use our toolbox, yada, yada, yada. We're going to do what we need to do. 50 basis points is on the table. This is the committee wants to do this. It's probably going to have this effect. And then Bullard comes over here and is just like, yeah, sorry, bro. 75 basis points. That's what I want. So it doesn't really matter what Bullard wants individually. It matters what the committee wants and then what Powell decides at the end of the day. Let's see. So that's essentially what we have so far out of Powell. But let's see. 66% on SPY puts. There you go. Yeah, SPY's moving down here. Verizon's still holding really well. Let's see. Why do you hate women? I don't. I just care about what Powell has to say because he's the Fed chair. That's really it. Next SPY box is 440. I think what he said was good. I think what he said was exactly what we've already heard before. 420% on SPY puts. Crypto Boomer says, okay. All right, bro. All right, guys. Again, as you're filtering in here, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. This is going to get a little nutty into the end of the day. Let's see. We're getting on. Yeah, no more news coming out. Tigers are up 186%. Let's see. The VZs are coming back into the green. No, I literally just care about Powell. Like, he's going to be the one moving the market here. Market manipulation incoming. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I want VZ to make some new highs over here and go boom. Snap, boom, boom. It's trying to get a candle up to the 13. It's done this before. Let's see what happens with it here. SPY's trying to come back up into the box. Let's see. You don't care about Yellen? No, I do care about Yellen. When Yellen talks, I'll listen. Yeah, that is a boom boom on Snap. This is the 5 minute over here. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. Let's see. What are they saying?
So within that concern, we are not comparing which one is actually having a bigger impact, but these two.
All right. Isn't Powell now? He's just not talking right now. I just want to put it on when Powell's talking. Yeah, Tiger's getting a candle. Nice. Chickens are ready. SPY needs to get back into the box. All right. For lunchtime, we're going to let these people speak. We're going to listen to them, see what they have to say. And then after lunchtime, which is going to be like 10 minutes, we'll break it down. But I'll be right here with you guys. Let me just go grab my food.
Indonesia is a few cases. Many is actually struggle, as Kristalina mentioned. They are still under the pre-pandemic level.
Do you have a sense of how much the China lockdowns, especially Shanghai and Shenzhen that we saw, are holding back supply chain even more at this point?
Well, that's definitely, I mean, they are among the biggest port, and for Indonesia, as well as in Asia, I think China demand for many commodities very, very important. So either this is going to be disrupt the supply chains within China, that is have the repercussion for the rest of the world, or in this case have a direct impact in terms of the demand for commodity and other raw material. So that is really a concern.
Prime Minister Motley, haven't forgotten about you. Definitely want to hear from you. I think you win the award for the best growth forecast from the IMF this year, right? 11.2% growth. Tell us what you're experiencing. Obviously, there's a big tourism boom, but you've heard about all these headwinds, and I'm curious how you're affected by it and what you're most focused on.
Yeah, I think that the figures you quoted are what we are hoping for growth for this coming year. But like everywhere else, we are going to have to probably moderate because of the very, very uncertain challenges in the world. And of course, we're not only talking about the war in Ukraine, but we're also talking, as you just referred to the difficulties as a result of the lockdown in China. For us, it is probably the inflation is more of a supply chain problem because excessive demand hasn't really come back as we would like. Our economy fell by about 14% in 2020, as did all other tourism and travel dependent economies in the world in the first year of the pandemic. What we are seeing is literally an increase in inflation. By the end of last year, inflation was regrettably up to almost 6% from just over 3% before. So when that is now compounded by the war in Ukraine and the supply chain problems, again with the lockdown in China, we expect to see continued inflationary pressures. And then when you add to that the tightening of monetary policy, that's going to be worse for us because you have to recall that unlike other countries, the only thing we could really do was literally to increase debt. We don't have the benefit of the fiscal and monetary relaxation that Europe and the UK and the US were able to do so successfully in the middle of the pandemic. We don't have those options. And that is why for us, the whole injustice of the moment probably relates to the fact that the enormous COVID debt that we've accumulated has now also to limit the space that we have to be able to fight inflation, because in small economies such as ourselves, small open economies, as you know, the only way we can cushion inflation is by expansion our fiscal position to be able to buffer people. So these things are truly concerning to us. The issue of the debt is even more so. And let us compare, as I have done for the last 2 years, the GSSI and the Common Debt Framework as against what had been done by the G7 countries. And let us also reflect on the fact that we're not going to be serious unless we bring the non-Paris Club actors to the table. The private sector has to come. And we're not going to be serious until we address the issue of the climate crisis and the funding that's necessary, because at the same time that we're facing all of this, we have less than 12 years to adapt to our very, very, very light ability of a 1.5 degree world. But even if it doesn't get there at 1.2, as you all know, we're already seeing the devastating impacts of the storms and the hurricanes. But what most people don't know about are the droughts and the sargassum seaweed and the destruction of the coral reefs that lead to coastal erosion. So at a time when we need to have expenditure more than ever, there is little concessionary funding available, there's little fiscal space available, and there's an urgent need for us to seriously reform the international financial institutions if we are to be equal to the majority of poor people who don't live, by the way, in poor countries. 75% of the poor people of the world live in income countries that are denied access to concessionary funding and that do not have the fiscal space even when they get funded, and that have been compounded by events outside of control in the pandemic and indeed, of course, with the climate crisis.
That sounds like a to-do list for the IMF.
So much so. Mia, I have a piece of really good news for you. You have been championing the allocation of concessional finance, not only on income per capita, but also on vulnerability to climate shocks. And today at the discussions we had, the Resilience and Sustainability Trust, which will provide long-term maturity, finally financing to vulnerable middle countries, got a big boost. We signed up already $40 billion for it. So one instrument that you should take pride of. When Christine was the managing director of the IMF, I remember you saying to us, there has to be allocation of concessional finance linked to vulnerability. It has happened. But let me take two more points of Mia's list, if I may. The first one is the issue of debt. In 2020, debt levels have jumped for an understandable reason, to put a floor under the economy. Largest increase since the Second World War in 1 year. In 21, it was easy because interest rates were low, access to financing abundant. For some, it was cheaper to pay for more debt in 21 because of this drop in interest rates. 22, different. In 22, we have to brace for quite a number of low-income countries, some middle-income countries, to hit the wall. And we have to be honest, that requires upfront action by the countries themselves. Do all you can, extend maturities. If you have currency mismatches, fix it. But also for us, and the IMF has its own responsibility.
You heard her, just fix it.
We have to help countries restructure that early.
Fix it.
And if we don't, down the road this year, we may be in a very difficult place. You talked about the 50 basic points. Just imagine what it means for emerging economies if on top of it, their currency depreciates, which is also possible, and capital starts seeking the comfort of coming here to the United States. Very important problem. And the other one I want to touch very briefly on is climate change. It is not going away. On the contrary, it is getting worse. For shock-prone countries, this requires for them to take measures to make their economies less vulnerable to these shocks, for the rest of the world to provide them with the support that is necessary. Sri Mulyani co-chairs the group of finance ministers that are wrestling with this issue. We have to come up with practical, very effective schemes, because if we don't, it would be, for these countries, for these vulnerable countries, it would be a shock they cannot anymore sustain on their own.
Since we're on the policy discussion, I do want to dive a little bit into monetary policy, since we have the world's two leading central bankers at this table. And maybe I'll ask you, MD, who has a tougher job right now, this guy or President Lagarde?
Whoa. Well, they both are fully equipped to do their jobs, and as a result, it is easy for both of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it though?
We can agree with that.
But President Lagarde, so Europe is dealing with sky-high inflation rates as well, highest we've seen in the Eurozone. Why are you not sounding as hawkish as Chair Powell when it comes to raising interest rates and tackling inflation?
Well, first of all, I'm not a hawk. I'm not a dove, and I'm carrying this little owl with me all the time to remind myself that everything that we eventually decide has to be a concerted, coordinated, collective decision. But I think you ask a really important question, and I thank you for that, because it's often the case that commentators, analysts will just put the two of us in the same bag. And I'm very proud to be associated with Jay Powell, because I respect him greatly. But our economies are moving at a different pace. Our inflation are fed by different components. And as a result of that, our analysis of the roots and the consequences of inflation have to be different. Let me just give you an example, and I'll just speak for Europe, and then I'll let my colleague, Mr. Powell, speak for his economy. Given that we have both the objective of price stability, which is the driving compass for us. Our inflation numbers are very high. You're right. 7.4% in March, and we will be, more than double above the target at the end of the year. But when you try to understand what comprises that very high number, you see that almost 50% of it is energy prices. So that's a supply shock that we are taking. If I look at my core inflation, so if you take out food, you take out energy, I'm down to 3%. It is north of my target, which is 2%, but it is more manageable, if I may. It's actually 2.9% because it's just been revised this morning. So our inflation is fueled by a supply shock, which calls for a particular type of response, which brings together fiscal policies and monetary policy. And obviously, we cannot operate at the same pace, with the same sequence, using the same instrument necessarily when it's that kind of inflation that we are dealing with. So it is much broader base than it was. It is much higher than our target, but it is supply driven, number one, and it needs to be addressed in a sequential, flexible, gradual way, which is what we have begun doing. We have started the journey back in December. We have reinforced that position in March, and we will have a new set of fresh data in June, which is when we have our next Monetary Policy Governing Council, at which point we will have to determine when we stop net asset purchases, the course of the third quarter, of course, but when in the third quarter? Is it going to be early? Is it going to be later? To be determined by the data that we receive. And that will then lead us to assess whether or not an interest hike is needed, and at what point in time after the net asset purchases have concluded.
So you don't have that in your mind, that you'll be raising interest rates, say, in July?
I have all the steps, all the tools, and all the sequences in my mind all the time. And what I look at all the time too is the various indicators that are provided by the forecasters, by market analysts, by markets, by consumers, by the labor market, which informs us, because clearly the second round inflation is one component that for us is critically important in order to determine whether inflation expectations are well re-anchored at around 2% or whether they are at risk of de-anchoring. So that's what I have on my mind all the time. But
they're moving up a little bit, aren't they?
To be fixated on a day, a time in the day, doesn't make any sense to me, because once we say that we are data dependent, for goodness sake, let's wait until we have the data and then we move on to decide. And we've agreed on a sequence. We have to follow that sequence in the journey that we have embarked upon.
What about inflation in the US? Some are wondering if it's peaked. Do you think so?
So let me say, one of the great benefits of the IMF meetings is the chance to talk and collaborate. Christine and me and all of our colleagues talk about these things. And we find a couple of things. First is that inflation is really a global problem. It's quite everywhere and it's high in most places. But there are differences. There are certainly differences. So in the United States, we have very strong growth and we have higher inflation. We have higher core inflation than Europe does, for example. We also came into this. Europe has struggled more than we have with low inflation, well below target, had a much lower policy rate. So we have a different level of underlying inflation. So they're just differences. And of course, we all serve domestic mandates. So in the case of the United States, we have had an expectation that inflation would peak around this time and would come down over the course of the rest of the year to an extent, and then come down further in 2023. These expectations have been disappointed in the past. And so now we're really in wanting to see actual progress. It may be that the actual peak was in March, but we don't know that. And so we're not going to count on it. And we're also no longer going to count on help from supply side healing. We're gonna if we get that, that'll be great. And I think that would be enormously helpful in having a soft landing. But we're really going to be raising rates and getting expeditiously to levels that are more neutral and then that are actually tightening policy, if that turns out to be appropriate once we get there.
But isn't it going to be hard to control inflation through tightening when a lot of it is coming from the fact that Russia and Ukraine are major exporters of so many commodities that we need? We don't know how long this war is going to go on. We don't know how long China is going to be seeing these rolling shutdowns and therefore more supply crunch. Isn't it going to be harder than normal to get a handle on inflation through your policies?
Yeah, we of course can't affect supply side issues. We really can't affect much food and energy prices either in the near term. So it comes down to what we can do is our tools work on demand. But we have a job to do on demand, and I'll point to the labor market. There are substantially more job openings than there are people who are unemployed. And if you take total employed people plus job openings, that's demand for labor. If you look at the size of the labor force, there are more than 5 million more demand than there is supply. So we've got a demand supply imbalance in the labor market and elsewhere in the economy. It's clear, and that comes from a number of things, including fiscal policy, including what we did at the height of the crisis. So there is a demand job to do, but you're right, we can't fix supply side problems.
Do you need the stock market to be lower to impact demand?
I never would point to one particular price or asset or class of assets, but generally the way our policy works is we control one overnight rate, plus the balance sheet also has some effects. And that affects broader financial conditions, and that includes asset prices, include credit availability, risk spreads, all kinds of financial conditions. And the financial conditions, in the end, those are what affect the real economy. So we monitor financial conditions. So there really are two steps there. And one of the many, there are many different combinations that are possible of financial conditions. And we have seen some tightening from our rate increases, and that's to be expected.
So some people have this idea, President Lagarde, that you guys need to shock the markets to really to start to see more of an impact when it comes to putting pressure on demand and on inflation. Is that something you ascribe to?
I think what we need to do is communicate with as much clarity as possible as to what we analyze, what we see, what timing we have in mind, and what journey we're embarking on. And for us, it's not so much an issue of tightening when we look at the real rate. It's an issue of normalizing monetary policy. and using the tools that we have. I
Oil's
think
fine.
the added dimension that Europe has is that it's a monetary union with the complexity of a monetary union where you have 19 different fiscal policies, 19 different treasuries, and that makes my job just a little bit more complicated.
So you also have the euro, which, because you're moving at a slower pace, is weakening pretty substantially. Is it getting too weak, making the inflation problem worse?
No, we don't target any particular exchange rate. We pay attention to it. It clearly has an impact on inflation, but we don't target any exchange rate.
Minister Miliani, want to move it to the fiscal side of things. We've done monetary policy. As you look at the appropriate policies right now, it's a little tricky because normally the IMF would advocate for fiscal stimulus in a weakening global economy. Can't do that now when we have such a strong inflationary environment. So how are you thinking of the sort of policies to insulate your economy from some of these issues?
Well, first, we are not starting from the situation which is favorable after 2 years of the pandemic, which is widening the deficit and debt for all countries in the world. That's one thing. Second, with the interest rate inflation and the interest rate response, the cost of borrowing definitely is going to be high. So if you are going to continue boosting, this is the supply demand side in this case. If you look at the recovery in Indonesia case, demand has been now growing very fast. Consumption recover with the mobility because of the pandemic under control, investment recover, export is double-digit growth. So we don't have the recovery from the demand side. If it is going to be a problem, whether this can create overheating, but our inflation is now around 2%. So it's much low in this case. The problem on the supply side is much more complicated, as Chairman Powell mentioned. If it is related to the energy and food, it politically, socially very sensitive. You cannot delay on that side. And that's why usually that immediately create a fiscal pressure in the form of, are you going to allow this shock coming from outside pass through directly to the people, or you are going to absorb this shock through your fiscal policy by providing subsidy, and then your deficit will be widened. That deficit is going to be too costly because the interest rate now is much higher. So this is really not a free lunch or free policy. You really have to be very careful in designing all aspects of the fiscal side. I think from the Minister of Finance point of view, you should not, just like Christine mentioned, you should not narrow your instrument. You have a lot of options. In the fiscal side, you have on revenue side, so on tax, non-tax revenue, excise, you really have to look at the composition of your revenue, which one is actually strong enough to then you can collect more. And that's why in Indonesia, even during pandemic, we reformed the taxation. We passed through legislation, we harmonizing the whole legislation related to the tax, including anticipating to this global taxation agreement, in which we are going to have at least a better arrangement on the taxation across country. The second one, you look at the spending side, and this is exactly our spending in the past 2 years dominated mainly by the COVID-related spending, health, vaccine, treatment, therapeutic. So now when the declining rate of the COVID, meaning that you have a fiscal space, you don't want to squeeze so that the economy is going to weak again.
Squeeze.
So the same space, but you free up from this health, you can use it for others. For example, infrastructure again, labor-intensive infrastructure so that you can create job, because many of them is actually unemployed or reduce their income during the pandemic. That can be done. So expenditure side definitely have a room for that, for you to really do in a much more detailed way what that can create job better, what that can shield this shock. For example, like food security, energy security, infrastructure that can improve your productivity. So that is very important. Then you are dealing with the financing strategy. With this higher borrowing cost, you have to be very careful. So fiscal consolidation is definitely very important. In Indonesia, we are reducing our deficit from 6.1% to 4.5%. We are aiming for 4% and then below 3%. That is the fiscal discipline of the Indonesia fiscal policy in the past 20 years. So we only have 3 years during this pandemic to allow to have the fiscal deficit above 3%. That's signaling to the market that we are on our track, credible enough, so that the market is going to price our bond correctly in this case. So they are not creating excessive punishment only because Chairman Powell said that I'm going to do the 50 basis point how many times. That is going to be
He
something
did?
that...
What did he say?
Well, no,
Prime Minister,
because you're asking the question.
yeah, no, basically so. Prime Minister Motley,
They
you brought up
know.
food insecurity and
He's
your
doing
very
50.
powerful, I went back last night and watched it again, inspiring speech at the UN last fall, I believe.
I was like, God damn it, you should
That
have
was
said anything
before
about
any of
that.
this got so extreme because of the war in Russia. So I'm curious how you're thinking about it now. And
It's like, well,
and
Powell said he was going to do
what sort of
3. He's like, well, I didn't
solutions we
say
can
that.
look
So,
at.
Well, the truth is that all of us have had to go into a situation where we put measures in place to boost food security, food and nutritional security. In the Caribbean community, we've set a target, which was there before all of this, of reducing imports by 25% by 2025. And we have an agricultural investment conference coming up in Guyana, which is the lead country on food security for us in the Caribbean community. But I get the point because I heard my colleague Minister just now referring to what has to be done in order to protect our people against these pressures. The reality is that with a high debt framework, as most of our developing countries have, as small island developing states, not because of profligacy, not because of corruption, but largely because of having to take on our balance sheets the consequences of the actions of others, we feel that the time has now come for us to make some decisions to change it. And Kristalina, you're absolutely correct about the Resilience and Sustainability Trust, and we thank you for it. And in fact, it's a right step in the right direction. It's the only step thus far that acknowledges vulnerability, but we need the World Bank and the development banks to go further with us. And the reality of the things you said to us at the beginning of the pandemic was that you needed us to to spend the money, but keep the receipts. And we didn't, in fact, keep the receipts. So it should be easy to identify COVID-specific debt. It should even be easy to identify climate-related debt. But what we need to do, because of our highly deficit already, is to put this on another international balance sheet. You can perhaps have a pandemic trust and you can have a climate adaptation trust. But the reality is that what we need is to be able to move it off of our balance sheet, because if it is on our balance sheet, then it precludes us from being able to achieve the SDGs, which is our normal development trajectory. And we really want you to perhaps treat it like the British war debt, if it has to come on our balance sheet. Because if it's coming on our balance sheet, how do you have a situation where the British understood after World War I, they issued bonds in 1914 and 1917 as 30-year debt at 5%, consolidated them in 1932 to 3.5% with no maturity, and it became perpetual debt that they paid off 100 years after the 1914 debt. Now we have to think outside of the box, because it's becoming increasingly difficult even for us to shield our populations with the limited fiscal space that we have against the fact that the cost of debt is likely to increase because of the monetary conditions tightening, and because of the fact that we just simply are not seeing the rate of economic recovery as quickly as we need to. Now, we're confident that tourism recovery usually can come back and bounce back quicker than most, but what is happening with the increased fuel costs will affect the cost of flights, will affect also how people view where they want to go. And you have to ask yourself, and Christine, you're perhaps better in a position to say this, is there still a strong appetite for travel in Europe, given what is happening with the war in Ukraine? And I just hope that we can take the bold and brave decisions necessary, because too many people's lives are at stake. And quite frankly, it cannot be a unidimensional conversation either about what is happening in Ukraine alone. We are totally sympathetic. But what's happening to the people? What's happening to the people in Yemen? What's happening to the people elsewhere that are also on the verge of a humanitarian crisis, if not in the midst of that crisis already?
There's a lot there. A few questions.
I think Mia is totally right, and I think that we should acknowledge that all wars are horrible, are human tragedy, are causing devastation and economic harm. all wars, and this one is no different, and it is self-inflicted by Russia in a determined and totally unjustifiable way. But all wars are to be are to be stopped. You're completely right. And consequences of war, when you look at Afghanistan, for instance, that's another place where clearly the consequences of wars and years of wars are hurting people and hurting women more than anything else, actually.
MD, did you want to respond to that question?
When the IMF was created, the main objective was to help countries correct domestic policies that are undermining their opportunities to grow and create employment. Today, what Mia is saying is we live in a world in which there are exogenous shocks that are harming countries and are putting them in a position in which on their own they simply cannot handle it. And the question in front of us is, how do we recognize that it is not bad governance, it is not bad policies, it is a climate shock, a pandemic, a war that is dramatically impacting a country? And what is the role of international institutions to be a corrective force in that regard? During our meetings this time, this issue of what is the role of the IMF in a world of multiple shocks, some of which are because of the evil of man, some of which are because of Mother Nature, but they're devastating countries to a point in which they simply cannot pull themselves out. This is one issue, and Mia is right, we have to work on identifying instruments. We are looking into are debt for climate swaps a possibility? We haven't advanced it enough. It is still in the universe of retail. In other words, I would do it for you, for your project. We want to move it to performance indicators and the world of wholesale. In other words, we do programs with a country like Barbados. The second issue, though, is that not all problems are exogenous. We still have plenty of problems that come because of poor judgment, bad governance, corruption. When Christine was the managing director here in 2018, early 2019, in these good days that we almost forgot existed, she would say, when the sun is shining, fix the roof. Mm-hmm. What we are now discovering is that many countries did not fix the roof when the sun is shining. Now it is pouring. Well, maybe now we get to fixing the roof. I would strongly argue that.
All right. No more. We already know all this stuff. Powell's probably not going to say anything. The most important things that are actually moving the market right now are getting said by Bullard, not Powell. So we'll see what happens going to the end of the day. Oxy's being a little wild boy over here. Again, guys, as you're filtered in here, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. That's all we ask for around here. Helps out a whole lot. Let's see. Slackers. All right, let's see. This is killing my workout. You know what, Cougar? You're going to have to figure it out. You're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with it, huh? Okay, good. Everybody didn't want to listen to these people anymore. All right. So SPY needs to get back into the box in order to really make a decent move over here. Amy's at 17 flat. Got a nice little pop when the SPY was coming back to life. Wally was on a little bit of a mission over here too. Now Wally came back down a little bit. Where's Tiger? Tiger came down a little bit here. That's no fun. Cost. How's this doing? Cost. TGT. How are we doing? Oh, wait, no. We wanted Verizon. What's up with Verizon? It's all right. Let's see. Jeffrey, thanks for the super, buddy. Is this STV's philosophy class you're listening to? No, she was talking about, she was just using a bunch of metaphors to fix the economy, and she just chose a roof. It's like, we got to fix the roof. Roofs are expensive to fix, lady. Gonna have to figure it out. Let's see. Screen just went wonky. Dude, that's the restream is being a dumbass. All right. What do we got? Share screen. Bing bong. Price is wrong. That's like the third time it's done it today. Restream needs to get its shit together. The roof is on fire. All right, let's see. 17 flat on Amy. Verizon just flickering around over here. Summer is making money season. Every season is making money season. All right, guys. Again, hit that like on the way in. Let's have some fun, huh? Russia imposes travel ban on Kamala Harris and Mark Zuckerberg and other U.S. officials. Okay, so Russia now no longer wants Kamala, Mark, and other U.S. officials. Darn. Bro, it's doing it again. Stop. Stop it. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens over here. Screen's all glitchy for literally no reason. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. Hopefully it doesn't do that for the entire rest of the day. That would be annoying. But let's see. Not Zuckerberg. Yeah, well, they can have them. Let's just go over there. Gasparito said the apes must be stopped. You know what must be stopped? Damn it. I don't have a joke. I don't have a joke. I don't have a joke for that. I thought I had a joke. I didn't have a joke. All right, let's see. This boomer can't figure out how to stream. It's not my fault. Let's see. Powell, it's clear that globalization has slowed down, may go into reverse. All right, Powell, stop talking right now. So we'll put him back on.
But we're the governors.
Just kidding. No, he's not. Powell must be stopped. Can I put Bullard on? He's not. I don't think it's recorded anywhere. It's just statements coming through from reporters in Bloomberg. But let's see, guys. All right, so we got Verizon doing its thing over here. We got Restream acting like a complete moron. Wowza. All right, let's see. Puts nowish. Maybe. I mean, you're probably, unless something crazy happens, it's probably going to flicker around for the rest of the day here. Chatter on Facebook working on overlay ads in Reels, added revenue stream. Ooh, I mean, they would have to pay creators for that too, but if you get ads on Reels, that could get interesting. What must be stopped? No, stop it. Stop it, you. Bad. All right, guys. Let's see what we're going to get going into the end of the day. Got a great Baba put. Yeah, Baba puts were nasty this morning. These Tigers, though. These Tigers looking good. All righty, folks. Let's see if Amy can go on a little bit of a moon mission over here. We'll keep watching. Discord is wondering my shoe size. It's like 13 or 14. You look much younger on full screen. Yeah, I'm 22 and I got a baby face, bro. I still get ID'd when I go to bars most of the time. Nonsense. Can't forget my ID anywhere I go. Snap. Yeah, Snap earnings are today. We'll see what we want to get on that. I don't know. They're pricing in 20%. These assholes. I almost want to just, that's the time to just sell a bunch of premium. Noah put the ankles in the Discord. Noah. Bro, restream. And I got hat hair. Struggling over here, people. We are struggling. All right, let's see what we're going to get. All right, share screen. Every like 5 minutes, this whole thing glitches out. I'm going to yell at them. Your screen is modern art. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Again, let's see what we're going to get here. All right, what do we have here, folks? Bing bong. The price is wrong. Let's see. Amy coming down a little bit here. Spy coming down too. Puts on stream. I don't know why it's glitching out. I don't know why it's glitching out so much. Let's see. Powell says globalization may be going in reverse. Great, Powell. How about we just get things back under control and then just slowly melt up? How about that? How about that? That's what I would like to see. That's what I would like to see. Oh, TMI's is glitching out too? Dude, Restream is having some fucking issues, man. All right, let's see. PayPal getting sparked? Yeah, everything's getting sparked here. I'm telling you. Value, rotation. Those are the only words you really need to hear about going forward. Costco's being an asshole, but I mean, a lot of these value stocks are having a time over here, which is great. We love to see it. I mean, Cat's only up 1. Tiger, I mean, what is Tiger up 0.5%? 0.4, coming down a little bit here with the SPY. How's Netflix going to handle this? They're not. They're fucked. Just fix it. Exactly. That's just like what the lady said. When things go wrong, just fix it. So is the April run. Who the hell was talking about this April run? What is going on here? Why do you guys keep saying like April run? I don't get it. I don't understand. Target fallen, HD fallen. Yeah, the market's coming down. SPY's down almost 1% and Tiger's still green. The bingo lady? Dude. Every fucking 5 minutes. It's back to normal now. All the YouTubers were saying every April the stock market rips. That doesn't mean that's not. Just because there's a trend doesn't mean it's going to happen. You want dial-up? No, it's Restream's been doing this over the last couple of days. I'm going to have to put in a support. SPY's coming down. SPY. Are you fucking serious right now, Restream? Hold on. We're going to do this a different way. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Hopefully that works. That's what we're going to try to go with here and see if it completely glitches out again. All right. Yeah, just because it's historically a bullish month doesn't mean that everything is going to continue to be bullish, guys. NVIDIA, you guys are yelling about NVIDIA. Everything's coming down. If it's coming down hard, everything's coming down. NVIDIA selling off. SPY selling off. Amy selling off. Everything's starting to come down here. Someone put chair in charge. Haven't been on this week. Hope all is well. XYZ. Hopefully you're having a good week, buddy. Yeah, SPY's coming down here. Oh, you. How? Wait, how? Oh, that's silly. SPY down bad. SPY selling hard right now. Woo! You guys and your SPY puts are killing it over there. If I go like this, can I make it bigger? Did that help? Oh, it works. It works. All right, let's see. SPY's coming down pretty hard here. Verizon's still holding strong. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet a lot of things are holding. Verizon's got earnings coming up. I mean, it's sort of. SQQQ puts printing. Why? No, SQQQ puts would not be printing. SQQQ calls would be printing. 37% on AMD puts. There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go. Let's see. More news. Interesting. I don't see anything coming up here. Apparently next week we run. Apparently every next week we run. So we'll see. DM'd you my Putins? Ben, I bet you have a shitload of Putins right now. Whatever happened to the DOJ investigation into malicious short selling? It's still going on. That doesn't, guys, that's going to take years. NVIDIA puts to the moon. Yeah, NVIDIA's getting sparked here. Let's see. 176% still on the Tigers. What happened with Tiger? Nothing. It's just market selling off. It's still green. It's still 83 cents right now. And the market's getting sparked. Tiger's holding up really well with this. If you look at Tiger on the 4-hour, look, it's not even, it hasn't even touched the 13 yet. So it's got a little bit of downside left if it wants to come down, which is completely fine if it wants to do that. Fine with me. Nothing wrong with Tiger over here. Just kind of flickering around. All right. SPY doing its thing over here. How much time we got left? Oh, 2 hours. All right. So we got an hour until power hour. Let's see. Bum, 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 1693. SPY coming up. Own shares of AMD, holding puts. There you go, bud. Bank of America puts on basically everything I've been printing for like the last couple hours. Wish you sold your Tigers, went from 350% to 225%. That's still huge. 2, I don't know what expiration date you have. I have May. My contracts are free. I'm holding them. Amy, 1693. Jimmy, 142.03. Jimmy still looks dirty on all the longer time frames. Like, dirty. Is that a Christmas tree next to me? Yup. Yup. All right, let's see here. 1869 on Amy. Bum, 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 bum. All right. I mean, it's looking better with Restream on this angle over here. I mean, we're not getting completely sparked. Let's see. 140% on TSL puts. There you go. Oh, Tesla. There you go. You would short Tesla right now? What's it up? Isn't it still up a boatload today? Wow. Tesla sold off hard from the highs, man. Damn. $18.69 on what? Oh, what? We're at $16.90 right now on Amy. Days like this only happen when you have no settle cash. Yeah. 15-minute cross down on Tesla. Yeah, interesting. SPY's trying to move here. Dun, 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 Tiger. It's holding. Uber dropping. Uber was looking good to the upside on the 4-hour. Let's take a look at it now. Not anymore. U.S. temporary denies all export privileges for Russian cargo aircraft carrier of Aviastar. That's interesting. Powell, the U.S. labor market is not sustainably hot right now. Interesting. Interesting. All right, I got to check this thing real quick. My screen got shorted? Not anymore. My screen's fine now. We're good to go now, people. They were saying Tesla was trading 12 times over value on CNBC today. Who fucking cares? Who cares? Everything is overvalued right now. When everything's overvalued, the valuation metrics no longer apply. Let's see. 1690 on Amy over here, down about 2.5%. Target getting jumpy. Sam, I swear to God, if it's not getting jumpy over here and it's up like 2 cents, I'm going to be pissed at you. Sam. I'll give you a pass on that one. Do I ever take into consideration Max Payne? No. No. Ethereum came back off the lows today. It was down horrendously this morning and then bloop. Right up. Anyone else think Snap will kill earnings? I think they're going to do well. I honestly think Snap is going to do well. I'm going to probably end up strangling it to see. Where's VZ? It's chilling here, man. Verizon's just flatline. Verizon can go on a nice little power hour run. SPY do be printing, though. Yeah. 1689. All the Cougars use Snap, do they? Thank God for stop losses. Oxy would have murked you. Exactly. Oxy's a wild beast. If you don't have any familiarity trading Oxy and you have not seen how it moves, don't go anywhere near that. That's like expert level. If you screw up, you're done. You got to strangle $50 each side. Why would you get it now? Natural gas is running back up. Natural gas is running up here a little bit. Let's see. SPY's coming down. Amy, 1687, doing its thing. I mean, again, guys, this is why we have the 1348, the Discord, and everything like that, so that when Amy fucks around like this and does something that you don't want it to do, you can learn how to make money on the SPY. If you aren't making money in this market right now, you definitely should be learning how to, and not just sitting here just getting pissed at what Amy's doing, because it's going to take a lot of time to play out. You would never do an in the money. You can't do an in the money strangle. It's impossible. Well, hold on. Technically you could, but it would be like back. No, that's breaking my brain right over here. Amy, please order some Don Julio already. I mean, I'd love to see it, man. It's just not going to. The chart is telling you it's coming down. So if the chart's saying, hey, it's probably coming down, it's probably coming down. Don't you have to start negative in a strangle? No. What happened to Powell? Is he done talking? Well, it's a debate. Let's see. Yeah, they're done. They're all done. They are all done. Let's see. Made great profits last few days. Thank you, Steve. New member. Good for you, buddy. Good for you, dude. All right, let's see. Ungus trying to do its thing here. SPY's moving down. Hopefully, Bullard has shut his mouth. Oh, wait. Are they back? Hold on. Who is talking over here? Oh, now I have Kathy on over here. I don't really want Kathy. Is it true that it takes 2 days to settle cash on Webull? No. It takes 2 days to settle cash if you're trading shares. It takes 1 day on options, and that's how it is across the board. That's just settlement times. Powell said you're the Tiger King. He would be correct. I am the Tiger King. CFVI, you think it's cliffing? You think it's going to cliff? Oh, shit. That's a decent drop. That's a decent drop on Rumble. Snap premiums are high on both sides. They will always IV is going to affect options pretty much the same way. You might see slight differences, but it's going to be it's not like one side of the chain is going to be 500% IV and then the other side is going to be like 40. That's not going to happen. Let's see. Snap strangle for next week is insane. $710. Yeah, I'm no, that would be the at the money straddle. If you're calculating it that way, that's insane though. I'm not touching that. I'll do something on it because I just want something. I want something. Interactive Brokers has no settlement time. They will all have settlement times. You will always be on unless you're on a margin account, then you can get instant settlement. But cash account, you'll always have settlement times. Cheapest fees or no fees if you're trying to do that. All right, let's see. Amy's coming back up here a little bit. Spy's just dicking around. Let's see. Where's Tiger? Costco Spark. Yeah, Costco's holding at $5.95. Where's Lulu today? I wanted Lulu to come down and then test and then, ooh, yeah, Lulu's selling. I want that reversal on Lulu on the upside. It'll do it eventually. Dun, 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 dun. 1701 on Amy over here. You saw a car with a GME to the moon bumper sticker. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, you wouldn't do an at the money because when you're doing a strangle, you need it to go up over. I would never do an at the money one on earnings. 509% on SPY puts. Dan, how the heck did you must have top ticked it. Jeez, man. Interactive Broker settles options instantly in a cash account. How the hell do they do that? Maybe it's because they're operating on in a different country. I've never seen that. That's weird. Let's see. No. For a strangle, you're not going close to the money. I'll show you guys. Okay. I will show you guys and walk you through everything at the end of the day on how you play earnings. This is how you do it. I'll show you exactly how you do it at the end of the day when I'm going to get it. Let's see. Joe, thanks for the super. What do you think about Ethereum? Honestly, don't like it a whole lot. Can you trade it every now and then? Yes, but it's not like I think here's the problem. There's two problems that everybody has here. The first problem is that a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people started kind of trading and getting into investing in 2020 when everything tanked and then went on absolute moon missions. So everybody's a little spoiled. They're like, I want it, can't buy this, and I want to have it go up over 100% on just shares in like a short period of time. Is it possible? Yes. Is it probable and common? No. So a lot of people are going after these Ethereans, Mullins, and basically in their mind, I think this is kind of what we see all the time. People are just like, it's like the go to the moon mentality. It's like if you have a certain amount of money that you're willing to allocate to the moon stocks that could go crazy, fine. But what you should not be doing is chasing them all the time. You got to stop doing that because you're going to lose. Those stocks are going to run and then tank and you're going to get sparked all of the time. We've seen it so many times. People lost on SBRT. A lot of other stocks too. A lot of these other stocks people have like gotten into and are like up a lot and then it tanks on them and they're like, shit. So you need to learn like a more consistent way to make money. It's not all about these moon tickets. Isn't AMC a moon stock though? Right. Put enough money in there that you're willing to take significant losses on. Call it a day. That's all it is. Don't over leverage yourself. You can't chase all, like Ethereum could be good. But I don't know. See here, the other thing is I don't know what you're expecting out of it. Do you like the company and are thinking about holding it long term? If that's your mindset, you don't even need to ask me. You'll just buy it and then hold it. But I think the other thing is people are also like, this is the thing. People are like, I want to make fucking giant gains and I want it to happen now. And it's like, you can't do that. It's just not going to happen that way. Unless you got into AMC right before June, like a June-like run-up, it's very, very unlikely for those things to happen all the time. So what should you do instead? Well, one, you should have a long-term portfolio, obviously. You should start learning how to make money in this market, taking your gains and stacking them up. And then if you have enough money that you want to put into some of these stocks, you have to go into it with the correct mindset. You don't see me sitting here freaking out about these AMC moves every single day for a couple of reasons. One, I know the potential of the play. I put in enough money that I'm willing to take significant losses on. And I'm making money on the side doing my thing with the trades. So you can't, it's all about the mindset and about what you're expecting out of the trade. Like we see it happen all the time in the live chats here where people are like pissed. And it's like, why? It's the stock market. It's going to do what it's going to do. Can it go down? Yeah. Can it go up? Also, yes. You have to understand the risk and what could potentially happen. Could AMC go to 12 again? Yep. Could AMC rocket from here to crazy numbers? Yeah. So you gotta know what your plan is going in and just be like, this is my plan. This is the amount of money that's in it. This is what I'm doing. I don't care what anything else happens. And then you're good to go. Stop talking now. No, I'm going to talk however much I want. Let's see. Amy at 1708. Lulu's coming back up. Spy's coming back up a little bit. Jimmy's coming back up a little bit too. Is Wally running? Wally running back up here. Where's my tiger? The tiger's coming up a little bit. The problem is people chase squeeze plays and believe all the Reddit, Twitter, DD that everything is going to rip to like 1,000. That's true. That's very true. Oh, shit. Here they come again. Let's see. Keith, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. Question: if I play Verizon and earnings and have four call contracts for May 6th, should you strangle with four put contracts for May 6th, or should I do a put for 422? Technically, if you're going to do the strangle, when I do strangles, I go with the same expiration, but you can do the puts over there. You can do the puts there if you want to. It's just a weird. You have to like. It's just the puts are gonna move differently than the calls. Let's see. Spy flickering here. Tiger's doing its thing. VZ, how's Verizon doing? It's just flatlining. Let's see. Spy at the lows here, right around 440. It's held 440 all day long. Let's see what we're going to get going at the end of the day. Amy, back down below 17. Yeah, you can do it a variety of ways, Keith. You just got to figure out, like, you'll make more money on the puts quicker, but the calls will be a little bit slower and safer. Dario, I don't have a Truth Social account. We haven't heard from Squirrel in a while. Squirrel's probably doing great with the puts today. Squirrel loves puts. Dude, options are so much fun. First day testing. Thank you guys. Dude, careful. Options are fun until you start taking some losses. Then you're like, oh shit. But yeah, they are fun. Again, guys, if you do want to, like, the thing is that Amy's going to do its thing. You might as well learn how to make money in the market while you're going for it. That's why we give you guys the 40 private live streams. We're giving you the bot that it tested over 6 years with 10,000 stocks. Is at a 75% success rate. That's coming out soon too. So again, the chance to get into the free trial is running out a little bit. It's at the Patreon link's at the top over here though. Options are fun until you make a few mistakes and have to use the flatten button to exit. What's the flatten button? Days like today are so easy to make money. That's true, Ben. That's true. If you put yourself in the right position, like you're good to go. Like especially with the SPY cross earlier today, it's like one direction the entire day. Dun, 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 dun. Snap falling again. Russia sanctioned Zuckerberg. Yeah, and Kamala Harris. They were like, nope, you can't come to Russia. Oopsies. Thanks for the wrench. That is not a real wrench. That is a synthetic wrench. Baba bearish on all time frames. SPY coming down. You want a gap fill? Yeah, where's Baba? At 85. Yeah. Gap fill way down here. 79. Ooh, look at this cross here. Boom. You get the cross at 107. It's at 85. I love the 4-hour chart, bro. The 4-hour time frame is nasty with 1348. It is nasty. Oh, is it glitching out again? Come on. I got hella hat hair too. All right, that should be good for a while. Waiting for the breaking news you always claim is going on and how AMC squeeze is coming. Hey, Joe, guess what, bud? There always is news because it's a stock that we look at all the time. So you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. But thanks for the view on my stream today, buddy. Make sure you hit the like on the way out. Bye-bye. You may have to restart your machine. Nah, this has been happening a lot. You never wear a hat on stream? Where is my hat? Maybe I'll wear my hat. Where is my hat? I don't know where my hat is. Oh, I think it's in my car. Tomorrow's going to be a SPY cross down on the daily. Ooh, that would be interesting. Need more likes? Appreciate that, buddy. Do you like that better than the 3 or 5 minute? I do. I'm liking it a lot better. The 4 hour has been nice. Okay, the thing about the 4 hour is it's good, but you have to understand like more things in the market, if that makes sense. It's like a market trend. Like you're going to see stuff start to cross, and then you have to be like, what's going on in the market that's going to make this a valid cross? So it's all more market contact stuff. Car, aren't you too young to drive? Haha, very funny. No. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. All right, guys. Again, as you're filtering in here, if you don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream helps out a whole lot with Al Gore's rhythm. I appreciate all you guys helping out today, getting these streams out to some more people. Let's see. Oh, you guys are doing great right now. I appreciate that. Your bold SPY prediction is ripped during the last hour. That'd be interesting. That would be nice if it did. Why this bloodbath? It's just a lot of Fed comments today. Our 4 hour swings, though. You thought I don't swing? No, I do swing. It just depends. Like before, it didn't make any sense to be swinging, like especially the growth plays. It didn't make any sense because everything was too volatile. It would be up crazy one day, up down crazy another day, and you're like, shit. But with the swings, you can get a little bit more in tune with like, okay, these are trends that are happening in the market, like the China stuff. There's been a lot of stuff going on with like Baba, Neo, and like China news that has caused these China stocks to start to sell off. Now, if you got that on the 4-hour cross and you see that news, it's going to help you a little bit more. But when you're trading the 3 or 5 minute, you have to be quick in and out just like that. Very quick. So it just depends on the day. Like SPY will do it. SPY will go nutty. Am I still in Costco? Yeah. Costco is right at the Costco's right at the Costco came down, come back up a little bit. Costco's right at the 13 EMA on the 4-hour. Or it broke a little bit through. It does this and then just pops. So we'll see what happens with it. But SPY's having a terrible day. Well, Costco's actually down a decent amount today. Interesting. Yeah, Tiger's still holding really well, though. Tiger's still holding very, very, very well. Let's see. Ethan, I would agree with you. Paul, thanks for being a member, buddy. I appreciate that. Already cashed in on target, but thinking about getting back in. You think there's much left on it? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Closing above 250 would be solid. I was looking for that yesterday. Let's see what happens with it. I mean, closing above 250, still hanging out above this 200 EMA or the 13 EMA on the 4-hour would be nice. There's literally nothing is saying like look at this. What would tell you to get out of target here? Nothing. I mean, maybe a 4-hour MACD cross, but even the last time it did it, it just kind of flattened a little bit and then ripped. So we'll see. I have those for May, and it's already free, so might as well hold it. YOLO snap calls. Don't YOLO things. Stop YOLOing. You're going to lose. What did I dip my cutlets in today? Sugar-free ketchup. You wish you could buy 500 NVIDIA shares? Why 500? That's very specific. It's very specific. All right, let's see. We're getting some more news over here. White House advisor Singh says Chinese companies and banks are largely being cautious in steering clear of helping Russia evade sanctions. Is that true? Probably not. But, you know, yeah, Tiger's coming back up here. AMD in the pooper. Yeah. All right. So SPY's coming up to test the 13 again. If it rejects here, it's probably making a new low. If it doesn't, you could see a nice little pop back up. You could see a nice little pop back up. 1698 on Amy trying to move up here. Same thing with Jimmy. Jimmy's testing the 13. Tiger's testing the 13. They're all testing the 13 here. When the Fed talks, it makes me want to walk into oncoming traffic. Sometimes they pump. It's just recently they have to fix things. Time to YOLO snap. If you YOLO, I'm going to slap you. Verizon boom. Yep, here we go. My Verizon's just went green. Come on, VZ. Start to run here. So remember what I was saying on Verizon with my bold Verizon prediction? It needs a 5-minute MACD cross and then new highs. That's my bold Verizon prediction by the end of the day. I think we get it. We'll see. They have to fix the roof. True. What kind of psycho eats sugar-free ketchup? This one. What kind of what snap options are we YOLOing? We're not. We are not. Yeah, Verizon could get some buyers over here, and it could see a nice little IV pop into close. So people bidding up premiums, especially if it holds like this. So that could be nice. I'm up a little bit on them. $15 puts and 50 calls. That's not a YOLO. And you should be playing earnings with less than 2% of your portfolio. Climate problem? Must be Russia again. Yeah. You're going to YOLO on Snap because you already made 230% of your puts. Hopefully you lock it in. Sugar-free ketchup doesn't taste any differently. Exactly. Sugar-free ketchup doesn't taste any different. If you like diet sodas, though, you're a lizard human. Like, seriously, you're a lizard human if you like diet soda better than normal soda. Just put it out there. Lizard human. Wally running. Wally new highs at 160.80. Nah, Wally's not doing a whole lot here. Where's my tiger? She's doing okay. Apparently I had calls on Verizon. I just forgot about them. And here it comes back down. What brand ketchup? Heinz. Lizard human equals alien? Yeah, sure. Spy flicker. It's right at the 13. Time for Verizon puts. I wouldn't do that yet. I would not be betting against good old Verizon running into close like ahead of earnings. WBA is moving like a lava, unstoppable but super slow. So more like a iceberg or a glacier. That's a better way to put it. Coke Zero slaps though? Nope. Bing bong, you're wrong. 184% still on the Tigers. If you believe in Wyckoff, it looks like AMC should about to start a second stage or a stage 2 uptrend. Okay, here's the thing about technicals. Using them on their own is a great way to lose. Using one technical strategy combined with other technical strategies, combined with market context and news, great idea. But don't use just one. Don't just focus in on one thing. I miss Mikey. See, you guys can miss Mikey all you want. I tend to not do that. Science. All right, let's see. Let's see here, folks. What do we got? 30 minutes until power hour. My butt's hurting again because I'm sitting in this chair with you guys all day. Spy's moving up here a little bit. Come on, Amy. Break that 17. Mikey is in a cage. They found him roaming a playground. Good. Get him out of here. Let's see. Ethan, thank you so much for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. You take that back, STV. Diet Mountain Dew is better than normal because it's not as sweet and doesn't make you regret drinking it shortly after. Nah, that's not what sodas are for, pal. Actually, doesn't drinking diet soda make you more hammered when you mix it? Isn't that a thing? I've heard that's a thing. Maybe it's like an old wives' tale or something, but I've definitely heard that before. So if that's your goal and that's what you're all about, then okay, you can be a lizard person diet soda drinker. But if not, I mean, that's other than that, you're just a psycho. Because here's the deal. If you're going to be drinking diet soda, you're just weird. Like that it's like eating like sugar-free candy. Like doesn't make a whole lot of sense there, does it? Sounds very, very cooked up in a lab to me. It's a thing? Cool. Interesting. 1690 on Amy over here. It's the carbonation. Yeah, but that's everything, though. Aspartame is poison. Yeah. Isn't it rat poison? Unless you're diabetic. Wouldn't you want sugar if you're diabetic? See, you would want sugar if you're diabetic, I feel like. I don't know. I'm not diabetic. I wouldn't know. It's not a thing. You sell liquor for a living? Careful with that, buddy. 100% Gasparino drinks diet sodas. Trend it. Trend it. All right, where's my tiger? Tiger looking all right over here. Doing all righty. Let's see. You don't want sugar? Sugar is what kills diabetic people? Oh. Whoops. Why did I think, dude, I swear to God, every single person that I've ever known with diabetes always has like fruit snacks with them. So what's the deal with that? Are they like having a rough time and are just trying to eat as much candy as they can? Or am I onto something here? Type 1 versus type 2. I think I'm talking about type 1. Then there's type 3 if you're pregnant. See, I know some things. You can get gestational, not gas, gestational diabetes. Dear God, don't ever take care of a diabetic. You'll put them in a coma. Yeah, anybody with food allergies, I'm always just like, I wonder what would happen if I just stabbed you with the EpiPen. Would you just turn into like a juggernaut? Just like an equivalent of like roid rage? Or I feel like you would just immediately have to go to the hospital. They need glucose to prevent hypoglycemia. Yeah, cool. All right, nice. So they do need fruit snacks. Fucking everybody's coming at me. Diabetics are the X-Men. I'm sorry about people with food allergies, not diabetics. All right, let's see. Type 1 diarrhea. All right. All right, let's see. Oh God, now we have M. Krieg's the nurse in here. She's gonna get angry about all these diabetes and food allergy comments. She'd be like, "No, you're stupid." And you're like, "Yeah, I know." As we wouldn't go get ice cream at 3 a.m. No, I wouldn't. I don't like ice cream. It's cold, bro. Give me like a cupcake or a cookie. You have an EpiPen? They're so intriguing. Feel like I spotted a gap in the market. Vegan only stock channel. Yeah, look at that. You had to stab your thigh before? Did you immediately go, like turn into like Thor? Or did you just like have to go to the hospital? You freak. All right, let's see. Tiger Holden, where's Verizon? Won't be it. Damn it. Verizon starting to head up here. Don't let them come into your stream and be an a-hole. You're too nice. Yeah, I'll usually just yell at them. Shopify took a poop. Yeah. At that point, you're just trying to live. All right, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. I have a friend who says he's allergic to peanuts, but I think it's fake. Not gonna. Okay, I'm almost guaranteed that it's fake. Here's how I feel like it's fake. What are the odds of being deathly allergic to peanuts or any allergy, going out to eat, being involved with other people and not living in a bubble, and never having an issue for like 20 years once? Never coming into contact with it. Like if you're Verizon's coming up here. I like that. You're a psycho, bro. Blow peanut dust in his face? No, I wouldn't do that. Only one way to find out. Exactly. My one friend who actually does have a peanut allergy had like an allergic reaction like out at a bar when everybody was just hammered, which was probably not the best thing to have happen. Tostones, thanks for the super, buddy. What's up, SV? Can you check the Ortex on BRQS? Looks good on the 4-hour. Thanks, bro. I know it can knife, but curious. Yes, I can take a look at that. Actually, I have to do it like over here. And I'll just tell you it because my restream's glitching out today, but I'll tell you what it is. BRQS. $2.79. Is it BQRS or BRQS? This one's 2.79% estimated short interest. Nothing borrowed or returned today. 400% on 12 free Verizon calls for next week. 225% on Bank of America calls for tomorrow. Probably only a severe reaction with ingestion. Right, but like, wouldn't you have that tested? Like, why wouldn't you just like not go through life being terrified of everything and just go figure out if you're still allergic? That's what I would do. I'd be like, screw this. And then I used to have a friend like that. Dude, I swear, it's like very possible that it just doesn't. It's very possible that it does exist too, and it's just got lucky. I have a lot of funny friends. Let's see. Your buddy has an allergy? Yeah, let's see. Vegetables have cyanide in them. Gonna eat some more vegetables. Just kidding. Where's Verizon? Come on, Verizon. Get above 55.50 and run. You got that 5-minute MACD cross? I know you like to move slow, but I need you to run. Black Betty, thank you so much for the super. I appreciate that. Top 3 stock news sources. There's really only one that I live and die by. Fast Stock News on Twitter. Here's the link to Troy. Fast Stock News. Here he is right here. Walter Bloomberg's decent. It's just they're a little, sometimes they say some stuff. You're up 544%, Dan. You absolute beast of a human being. Spy's still coming down. Verizon's getting knocked. Amy's getting knocked. If I had to pick between Lucid or Mullen, what would I choose? I don't know enough about Mullen, but I'd probably pick Lucid, even though I don't really like either of them. Like in terms of like owning it long term. I hate it when people say some stuff. Spy is down. It is. Can I check Apple? Yeah, Apple. We've made some decent money on Apple. Apple is getting sparked. Oh my. Is Elon buying Twitter or not? It's up in the air at this point. It is very up in the air at this point. 176% on the Tigers. I'm still up on the Verizons. We're up a couple of McChickens over there. Oops, that's the wrong chart. IBM new day high. IBM is running, dude. Yeah, nice. IBM's running up there nicely. Says, screw you to the Spy. Friend of mine is allergic to wood. He has to wear a mask in the woods and can only use painted furniture without gloves. See, that's crazy. I think I knew someone that was like allergic to grass or like sunshine. And it's like, you just are like, have been naturally selected at that point. Like, I don't know how you made it this far, but kudos. All right, let's see. Some people, here's the thing you're going to learn about life. This is something that I've learned in all of my years of experience. This doesn't have to do with food allergies, but some people deserve to get naturally selected at some point. Sometimes you look at people and you're like, damn, if natural selection was as prevalent as it was back then today, you would struggle. Why does nobody stream the Fed meeting? I already did. Hey, sugar-free ketchup boy. Look at KHC. Heinz, please. Yeah. All 22 of them. Louis C.K. has a great bit on kids with peanut allergies. Yeah, he also has something going on with plants, too. What up, STV? What's up, Aaron? How you doing, buddy? All right, Amy coming down, Spy coming down. Everybody with puts is printing. Tiger looking to hold 250 here. Looking to hold 250. Yeah, the Fed stuff is over. All done. All done on the Fed. All right, let's see, people. What are we going to get here? Yeah, guys, also, as you're filtering in here, if you don't mind, hitting that like button on the stream. It helps out a whole lot. Let's see. Oh, you guys are killing it today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Amy's coming down, 1675. Spy's moving down. Tiger fell below 250. Seems like the market is pricing in the rumors. Better not believe no rumors. But yeah, it is. Well, rumors of what, though? When puts are printing as the price drops, does that mean they bought a put or sold a put? Who? Dude, those dogs out there, not gonna lie, sounded like one of them was getting attacked for like a couple hours last night. And I was like, you guys should go figure out what's going on with your dogs. Rumors of war? What do you mean rumors of war? There is a war. Oh, multiple 50 basis point hikes? Yeah, but we know that though. That's like pretty much already priced in. Potential 75. That's Bullard doing Bullard things. Like I don't foresee everybody being like, "Yep, 75." No, I don't see that happening, especially if because they haven't even done like a lot of the balance sheet stuff yet either. 169.5% on the Tigers. Still up a little on the Verizons. The premium's holding on it. I like that. Spy's being a little a-hole over here. Bro, one time with my old dog, we were walking around and these people had their dog too, like their dog out. My dog was like old, like not having fun. And we were just taking him out for a walk in this like kind of city center. And these people were like walking by and they like stopped for a little bit and like weren't really in control of their dog. And their dog came over and bit my dog. And I swear to God, I was about to kick this dude in the face. Like, control your dog, bro. You see 100 basis points on the table? That's reckless. Like, if you're going to have your dog out, control your dog. I was screaming at this person. Tia's holding up in this SPY dump. It's up 4%. Tia had earnings yesterday. It's doing good. So tomorrow is the big bounce weekend. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. Switch left kick to the face. Yeah. Those are reckless, bro. Just a little wheel kick. Bing. I was calling these people some choice words. It was bad. They were like, relax, bro. I was like, dope. Mullen tanking, did insider dub north? No, it's just doing Mullen thing. It's just mulling around. Like, what is Mullen? Is it just getting sparked here? It's selling off, but SoFi under 7. That's almost a buy, dude. I mean, SoFi under 7 is decent buy. Power hour thoughts? SPY doesn't look good, man. I mean, it could easily just continue to sell into the last. Oh, SPY's in the other box. Hold on. I'll extend it. SPY is in the other box now. See? See, we need a little box extendo over here. Oh, I just moved it and didn't. It's fine. I need this at around 4. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. So SPY is now flashing into this box here. That's not good. That's SPY down season. Verizon tanking. It got a red candle with the SPY. How's the premium holding on it? The premium is holding. That's interesting. And it's tight. Wow. Spreads are tight. Premium's holding on Verizon going into earnings. That is very interessante over here. Crash SPY. Your power hour thoughts? SPY puts now. Baba puts now. You could be onto something there, pal. Swing trade UVXY. I wouldn't go off technical. See, there are certain things in the market that like I wouldn't try and trade based off technicals. Oil, volatility indexes, and like earnings. Those are like the main 3 that I'd be like, I probably wouldn't use technicals for that. Verizon puts, dude, the calls and puts are about to start heading up. Yeah, the premium's holding on it. Henry is still green. That's nice. Let's see. Trace hoodie. Damn, son. Damn, bro. Yeah. Gabe's live in the Discord. There we go. There we go, folks. You get out of Rad? I think I bottom ticked it. I was really close to bottom ticking Rad this morning. Time for strangles? Not yet. Not yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. We will get there. Let's see. How'd you lose 10% of your account today, Charles? Yeah, the rat. I think I sold out of the rat at like 115% today. That was around where it was. SPY still moving down here. Verizon selling off. Uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. You made it free with a little profit. Wondering if I should just sell the other one. Who knows? It may gap down tomorrow again. Are you talking about Rad? It might. Especially, I mean, with this. Ooh, where is Rad right now? Is it at the lows of the day? Because I sold it this morning. Yeah, I sold it pretty early this morning. I was probably pretty close to bottom ticking. I think I sold it around 740. Am I holding Verizon overnight? Maybe I'll leave one for fun. Maybe I'll leave one contract over there for fun and just get out of the other ones. I'm not holding all of that through earnings. There's no point. There's no point. 622%, Dan Landry. Oh my God. That's a trade and a half there, buddy. Congratulations. You're going to the bank now to get a home equity loan to buy Snap YOLO calls. Okay. It's 1348 sexual. I know you're joking, but that deserves a timeout. Let's see. GameStop getting wrecked, destroyed your calls. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to be buying calls on these stocks right now. I was talking about that in the videos last night. Like, make sure you guys are watching those videos. Like, there's no reason to be buying calls right now on Amy or Jimmy. You had 175% on SPY puts, 135% on, or 175 on SPY, 135 on Apple. There you go. Squirrel. What's up, buddy? DM'd you the gains. Oh, shit. This is going to be dirty. Get this ketchup bottle out of my way. Oh boy. Jesus, Ben. Let's see. It's about time you finally get a sacrifice. There you go. You have now been sacrificed. $16.73. All right, guys. I'm gonna run to the bathroom for like 2 seconds. I will be right back. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. I'm literally gonna be like 2 seconds. Bing bong. What's up, team? All right, let's see. Rotation from growth to value, reducing risk on assets, in my opinion, is the consensus for the market. Thank you. Value rotation. It's coming. It's here. And it's here to stay for a little bit, I think. All right, guys. Again, hit that like button on the way in if you guys have not already. It helps out a whole lot with Al Gore's rhythm. That took forever. Don't be a complainer. Don't be a complainer. Where's Verizon? Oh, VZ coming down. VZ coming down. Amy coming down. Why did your target go? Is Tiger red on the day? No. It's fine. Let's see. Where's 3M? I like that, man. Oh my God, your son is listening to Delilah. Oh shit, who hurt him? You find whoever that was who hurt him and hurt them more. Who you calling a complainer, nerd? You're a complainer. All right. Spy doing its thing over here. How are these Verizon premiums doing? Are they just holding? Or are they getting sparked? Still 155% on the Tigers, and I have until May 20th. Those are going to get help. Oh, they're down slightly. Slightly. All right, let's see. Folks, what are we going to get here? Power Hour starts now. All right, we are in Power Hour, everybody. Let's see what we are going to get here. Amy, 1668. Spy is getting sparked. All you guys printing with Spy today. There you go. That's what it's all about. Again, when Amy's doing what it's doing right here, whatever. We're still making money in the market. We are still printing. Brave man holding a tiger. Yeah. That's what we do around here. Let's see. 4 hour. Where's the 13? I'll look. Yeah, I mean, it's got time. It's got a little bit of time. Where's the daily? Daily looks dirty still. I mean, this is the first red day we've had in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay, fine with me. And we got a lot of time left today, so let's see what happens. So J Powell was hawkish, sort of, but like not really. It was just everything that we already expected. Bullard was the one that really came out and was like, haha, fuck you, market. And then we sold off. I am the Tiger King. I will continue to be the Tiger King as well. Let's see. Snap should be up significantly in after hours. Yeah, I'm going to play Snap. I will play Snap. See what happens with it. It's down a lot over the last couple of days. I think it could rebound pretty hard. What's that, 34? Yeah, I'm probably going to go for the next week's on Snap. That's probably what I'll do. We'll see. I'm still going to show you guys the earnings strategy at the end of the video, or at the end of the stream too, when we're doing the earnings play on Snap. We got like 45 minutes till we're going to do it. Do I trade SQQQ and TQQQ? No, I do not. If I'm going to do that, I might as well just get puts on QQQ. The liquidity is going to be better, more expiration. All right, folks. Spy's still moving down. Dude, I wish I was not in fucking class. This is Spy move. That would have been dirty. Is Iron Condor is the play with Snap? Yeah, it is. I mean, it moves big, but an Iron Condor with the amount that it's pricing in the IV baked into it right now is the play with Snap. Am I going to do that? No. I'm going to cash account. You can't do Iron Condors. The benefit of a Condor is it cuts in half your max loss and doubles your max gain on the spreads. The new guy, thanks for the super buddy, sold last contract, 6 for 6 today. Think I'll wait for a new entry on Costco. Snap looking at Strangle now. It's terrible. What about your valedictorian speech? I'm definitely not. Dude, I actually think you can apply. I can actually apply to speak at graduation, but I don't think I'm going to go. So it's kind of what we're looking at. Let's see. All right, guys. Again, hit that like button on the way in. It helps get the stream out to some more people. Condoms don't work. Technically, I think they'd be really effective. Just zero fun. Snap is going to tank. Fine. I'm playing the strangle on it. I will be strangling the nuts out of it. I don't think it's going to be a dud. I just don't think it's going to be that insane, if that makes sense. Snap is selling hard again. Can we rig the voting? Probably could. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. At the start of your speech, what's going on, guys? Where's Tiger? Don't be a bitch. Spy selling off even harder here. Dan Landry, don't you have these going into tomorrow as well? That's insane. That's insanity over here. Bing bong. Price is wrong. 1669 on Amy. We got a lot of interesting things to talk about in tonight's video. We got Melvin. We got Kenny G making some moves. SPY is just getting absolutely sparked. Squirrel, what were you saying? 438 was the target? Stop, Jordan. That would involve playing snap earnings one way, which we don't do around here. If you do that, I'm gonna slap everybody. Let's see. You 445s for tomorrow. That's drunk. Yeah, I mean, I'm always playing earnings both ways. If you're not playing earnings both ways, you're gambling. The math would say don't do it. But the historic performance of Snap on earnings says run it. So we're gonna take a look, see at what they have to offer. But yeah, I'll show you guys exactly what I do. I'll walk you through my entire thoughts on how I'm gonna do it. I don't have a prediction for Snap. That's the thing that you guys got to get through your heads. I hate to say this, but I absolutely hate when I get asked questions like that because it doesn't matter, one, what I think. Two, I'm not playing it one way. I'm playing it both ways. So I don't care what it does. I just think it's going to move big. The thing that you have to think about here and the question that you should be asking is, do you think it moves big in general, up or down? Or do you think it doesn't move big on earnings? Because that's all that matters when you're trading earnings. Does it move or does it not move? Does it move big up or does it move big down? What is the move? What has it shown you that it can do in the past? What is it doing right now? And that's not, I mean, I'm not coming at you specifically. It's just, you can't trade earnings like that. You can't go into it thinking, what is my prediction on what it's going to do? Because it's a coin flip. Nobody has any idea what it's going to do unless you have insider information. The premium's drunk on it, though. It doesn't. I'm trying to think of what makes more sense. We'll see what makes more sense. Because playing it for tomorrow is stupid. I think playing it for the tomorrow expiration is dumb because it doesn't make any, like, we'll see. Quick 25% on SPY puts, in and out, under 10 minutes. There you go. It's a little shilly here right now. Whatever. The shills can say whatever they want. Will Amy go down? Potentially, yes. Will I still most likely be green? In terms of like trading and the overall position? Yeah. So should all of you guys with everything that we've been trying to teach you guys over the last like 4 months. All right, let's see what we're going to get. Damn, I missed today's falling knife. My daughter was born yesterday, so we've been stuck in the hospital all day. Johnny, congratulations. When are you selling it? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Johnny, congratulations, buddy. That's awesome. That's really cool. Congratulations on becoming a dad. You are the father. All right, let's see. Yeah, congrats, Johnny. All right, let's see. 1670 on Amy over here. You buy it. Stop. Let's see. News. DOG announces sales from Strategic Petroleum Reserve. Interesting. SPY flatline in here. Where's VZ? Tiger's almost at 255 today. What did I do to Amy? Don't you blame me for this. I went to class today. I did my part. Every single time we've gone to class, we're 3 for 4 on me going to class and Amy ripping. So this is your guys' fault. AMC can't go above 17. Never will it. Never can. Chatty likes to come in with the reverse psychology. He doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. He's joking. He's reverse psychologying Amy. You guys got "Hey There, Delilah" stuck in my head. Fuck you guys. That was mean of you. That was so mean. How much is the mandatory stream fee? There is no mandatory stream fee. You guys don't have to pay me to be here. There is no super chat requirement. All right, 1669 on Amy. Yeah, there is a no nonsense policy, though. There definitely is one of those. Yeah, SPY flicker in here. VZ coming down. Kramer says there's no stream fee. That's true. He would be correct. The one time he's been correct in a million years. Yeah, SPY is on an absolute doom mission today, down 1.5%. Amy, little pop back up here. Let's see. How do you guys feel about shenanigans? No shenanigans either. None of that nonsense. All right, where's Snap? We'll start looking at it now. Snap. Is this the right? Hold on. Is this like real? Sometimes it jerks around on the. All right. It's a little jacked up. So we're going to use the phone. All right. So Snap, the at the money straddle right now is, what is it at? All right. So 331, 340. What's the current price? 28.91. Holy shit. Jordan, thanks for the super, buddy. Currently inversing Kramer. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. All right, man. Fuck. It's pricing at 23%. All right, what would we have to... What is it at? 28? 40. Yeah, you got to spend a little bit. All right. And then what are the... So that's 12. Be like 16. Jesus. About 21. 20. All right. Okay. So I know what I want. I know what I want on it. This is like YOLO-y. It's a little YOLO-y. For next week, strangle, always strangle. Your account is up 25% today. At a freaking boy. All right, so what we've basically seen is that Snapchat is pricing in a 23% move on their earnings. Last earnings, they moved absolutely crazy. A couple earnings before that, they moved absolutely crazy. I think they can move absolutely crazy again. But again, that is my opinion. When you trade earnings, it's all about what you think versus the market maker. That's all it is. It's what do I think versus what the market's pricing in. Is this a smart thing to do to play Snapchat earnings versus what they're pricing in? No. The math is telling you to sell options. I want everybody to understand that right now. Save the money for Facebook. Facebook's way later, isn't it? Facebook's going to be pricing in a shitload as well. The 27th. So it's next week. So the math says no. The math says you should be selling premium. So everybody understand this right now. Let's see. But I like it. All right, we'll see what happens. What was the news today? Just some statements from Bullard. We saw some other things start to come out as well. We saw some statements from Powell. We got economic data this morning that was honestly pretty much unchanged. Nothing really crazy happened. Everything came in at expectations. Other than that, man, it's just market freaking out about rate hikes again. Subi, stop it. All right, guys. Again, all you new people filtering in right now, make sure you guys hit that like button on the stream too. It's all we ask for around here. Helps out a whole lot with algorithm. Grandpa Barney, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Let's see. News coming in. PayPal shares rebound from session low following 659,000 share block trade at 89. Total trade size, 59 million. Who the hell did that? A toot. An institution. I don't think I'm going to say what I'm getting on Snap because I don't want you guys to do it too. Because you guys still don't understand. From all of the questions that we've gotten today, people still don't get the risk profile and the risk management on earnings trades. You're going to go in with too much. Don't do that. Like, you cannot be doing this. So I'm going to play it, but I'm not going to say the contracts that I'm getting. It's pricing in 23%. It makes sense to sell premium in this case. It's just not in a margin account, so I'm not selling premium. You only bought snap calls? Bad. It costs $69 to say. No, it doesn't. Why would you think that? Rip and dip? Woo! Grandpa Barney, thanks for the super, buddy. Whoever shorts Grandpa stock sucks, and I'm not praying for you. Interesting. I'm not either. Let's see. Another 6% of the portfolio today, and yesterday with Netflix, 1348. There you go. All right, guys, let's see. Amy doing its thing over here. SPY still flickering. Where's VZ? It's flickering here. Could I make AMC go back up now? It wouldn't really help. I could always play Verizon instead. Yeah, but even though it's pricing in 6.6%, it's not a big mover. Maybe I'll leave a Verizon contract. Woo, Rad is moving. Rite Aid moving. Let's see. Rite Aid just got a weird pop press release. So we messed around with that yesterday. I mean, Verizon's trying here. Let's see what the yeah, it's a press release. All right. So what I think I'm going to do here is that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to ditch. Okay, I know what I'm doing here. I'm going to see if they're going to fill me on this VZ. They probably will at some point. All I need is a put. I'll leave a call out there for fun. Actually, I kind of want that now. Whoa, that's rad. Yeah, give me that. Thank you. All right. Whoa, Keith, thank you so much for the big super, buddy. I appreciate that. Afternoon, Grandpa. Agree with the sentiment. I have no idea why people with perennially negative opinions on Amy, who seem to delight in spreading that negativity, want to spend their time here. It's a character issue. Very true, Keith. Keith, thank you so much for that big super, buddy. I really appreciate that. Damn, could have waited like 2 more seconds on Verizon and got my order filled where I wanted it. But, it's fine. Got the money back. Now we can play Snap. We're going to have to mess around with it, I think. We still got time. We still have time. AMC puts are the play. If you want the stock to continue to go down and everybody to continue to pile in and gamma squeeze it to the downside, then yeah, go for it. Peace, love. Why are you in here talking about puts on Amy? VZ coming back up. Where's Tiger? Tiger backed up. Yeah. Let's see. Buying puts on AMC is like selling crack or heroin. Let's see. New guy. Thanks for the super, buddy. SV, farthest out of the money strangles are more profitable, but also more risky. Yes. 100%. Further out of the money, anything is going to be potentially more profitable if you can get more your hands on more contracts, but 100% more risky, buddy. Thanks for the super. I appreciate that. Bad analogy. You made a lot of money selling crack. Right. You can make a lot of money potentially buying puts on AMC too. But it's not good. It's not a good thing. Let's see. Amy, 1680 over here. Let's see. Oh my Jesus, Grandpa Barney. Thank you so much for that giant super, butt. You didn't have to do that. Jeez, man. Thank you so much. Don't short my AMC and GME. You have plenty others to short. Don't mess with Keith and Grandpa. Mess with the bulls and get the horns. There you go, Grandpa Barney. Damn, man. Thank you so much. Then buying causes like smoking crack. Yes. Theta also hurts, by the way. Yeah, time decay sucks, bro. That's why I got to figure out what to do with these Costco's. Dude, Grandpa Barney, thank you so much for that super, dude. All right, Amy, 1683. Let's see. What's my biggest super to date? I think Donnie sent in a $500. Somebody sent in Lee sent in some big ones one time. Lee was sending in some giant supers one time. Lineman overtime, baby. There you go, Grandpa Barney. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. All right, let's see. 1680 on Amy over here. No, I think we've definitely gotten a 300 or a, yeah, I think Lee sent a 500 one. Shout out to Lee. Lee is a good dude. Let's see. Let's watch Snap. Let's see what's going to happen with Snap. Snap bouncing up a little bit here. Why is everything tanking? Left your stream this morning. Was it the Fed talk? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it had a lot to do with the Fed speaking. Lot to do with the Fed speaking. So in Snap, it'll either go to either 35 or 22. Not necessarily. That's what the market's expecting and prepared for. That's what the market's like prepared for to have happen. But it doesn't mean that it will. It's risky. $16.78 on Amy. Spy flickering. Those dogs outside are really annoying. It's like I can tell it's a little dog too. And you guys know how I feel about smaller dogs. Let's see. Jesus. Keith, dude, you did not have to do that, buddy. Guys, thank you so much for the supers. I mean, I'm not letting Grandpa down with a super chat. STV has shown me how to make more money, and that has made it possible to increase my AMC position. No flutter silliness will stop this community. Keith, dude, thank you so much for that big super, man. I really appreciate that. Guys, you know you don't have to send those supers in if you don't want to, but special shout out to those of you guys who do. Keith and Grandpa, thank you guys. I really appreciate that. I'm happy you guys are making money. Keith, I'm really happy that you're killing it with 1348, buddy. Small dogs are liars about not being cats. That's true. Supers are not mandatory. All right. Snap's coming up here a little bit. Let's see if we can hit a little dirty snap trade. I remember Keith tried to compete with Lee that day, and then boom, Lee KO. Lee went crazy that day. That was a wild day. Lee did not have to do that, and Lee just came in here and was just like, just drop the hammer. Mini Ape, I didn't want to say it, but I would have to agree with you. All right, let's see. Spy Flicker in here, doing its thing. Think you need to learn other plays. All your money is in Amy. Am I still playing Snap? Yeah, I want it, dude. I do want it. I really do want the Snap. I'll see what happens, though. I mean, it's not a dumb move. It's a decent. It can move really big, which is kind of why I want it. Black Betty, thank you so much for the super chat short squeeze. Now, you guys don't have to do that if you don't want to. Thank you so much to you guys who have done that already today. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. BBIG is your only play right now? I mean, hopefully it works. You want the put? Say it. No, I want the strangle on it. I want the strangle on it. All right, let's see. Guys, if you don't mind, as you're filtering in here, just hitting that like button on the stream. It helps out a whole lot getting some more people in here. That's really all we ask for. Guys, those of you guys sending in supers, thank you. I really appreciate that. Didn't someone say that if Spy drops, then Amy could possibly begin to squeeze? If it drops enough, like if it like literally capitulates is what you would need. Like slow bleeds in the Spy? No. If it literally capitulates, but then Amy would come down with it and then probably roar right back up. But there's no guarantee that it's going to come back up to as high or where it's going to go. You have no idea at that point. Let's say, for example, somebody doesn't have enough cash for a strangle. Should they stay away from runnings altogether? Yes. 100% yes. There's no reason to be in the strangle. Can you guys hear that? Those dogs yelling out there? It's annoying. And plunge protection team would step in. Sometimes it's not enough. And they're going to do that strategically. They're going to do the PPT stuff strategically. Oh, Elon tweeted, if our Twitter bid succeeds, we will defeat the spam bots or die trying. Mike Tyson hit someone? Mike Tyson hit someone today? Guys, who looked at Mike Tyson and was like, that's the dude that I want to fuck with? Like, really? On a plane? There's no escape. It's just close quarters. That is Mike Tyson's literal world. He's all compact. He's going to hit you with an uppercut, and you're probably going to die. Some idiot wouldn't leave him alone, a young dude. Dude. That is the dumbest decision. See? Do you guys remember what we were talking about before? How there's just some people that just, you look at them, you talk to them sometimes, and you're just like, natural selection should probably get you. Like, I don't know I don't know if like it has yet, but that's a great example of that dude. If natural selection was as prevalent today as it was years ago, that dude would have issues, man. Mike Tyson. Dude, imagine that's what he said. He did like man, that is just a dumb move, man. That is a silly move. Dumb until he gets paid. I mean, you do have a story. It's like from The Hangover. It's like, you got punched by Mike Tyson. something natural selection. Yeah. You're dead. It's like, that's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Early market on close, imbalance 439 million to the buy side. Back again, done trading, holding some swings, thinking about a strangle though. Yeah. That dude threw a water bottle at Tyson. Oh, you can't do that. That's battery. Actually, is it battery or salt? I'm pretty sure it's battery. Like, I think throwing Dan, if you throw a water bottle at someone, I think the difference is if it hits them. Dan Landry, are you still in here? What's the difference? Because I think it's either if it hits them, it's assault. If it doesn't hit them, it's battery. Battery if it hits them? Huh. Battery if it hits them. Okay, cool. What if it didn't hit him? Just attempted battery? It wasn't a battery. It was a bottle. Brilliant there. 1687 on Amy. Snap's coming back to life here a little bit. Oh, assault is the attempt. So if you, interesting. Yeah, we did. I remember learning about this. The one thing that I learned too in my my law class is that if you get spit on, it's assault, and you can you're set free. Assault is threat, battery is touch. Interesting. If it didn't hit, it would be assault. Okay, cool. Interesting. I forgot about all that. Amy's coming up here nicely. Come on. We were down 45 cents. It's possible that we could do it, but it's unlikely. You're about to make bank on snap calls? Good for you. Swinging cat and low. Low might be a mistake. I'm not doing it yet. I'll get in eventually, just not yet. Have I played? No, I'm going to play it. It's just not time. Honestly, it doesn't really matter right now because I'm playing the next weeks. So I could get them now, but it just doesn't matter. Oh, they expire next week? Uh-oh, Luigi. That's an interesting one. Palantir looking rough. Yeah, Palantir. Is it sub 10? No, it's 1234. You think Target is doing some EMA tests in preparation for takeoff? It could be. I mean, it's above everything. Like 4 hour, it's well above. I mean, you could look at it on like some of that 1 hour. What's this? Where's it at on the 1 hour? Yeah, it doesn't look great on the 1 hour, 30 minute, 48. Yeah, let's see what happens here. You're up 390% on Apple puts. That's dirty. That's absolutely dirty. All right. Where's VZ? Came back down. Ooh, shark. Shark. Let's see. Let's see if we can. On today's earnings after hours. Yeah, I like Snap the best out of all those. All right, let's do it. Wait, okay, yeah, that was almost the wow. I'm only paying. I like this. Ooh, premium's coming up on them. All right, so I had to go for 50 cents more. I want that one. I know. All right, so I got this one. Now we're going to go over here and take a look at this. How much? Hold on. Yeah, we're good. Where is it? This one. Oh, they're not filling me on this. That's surprising. It's very surprising that they're not. Wow. Okay. I see the little game you're trying to play here. All right, I got it. So I have the snap strangle. Let's see what happens with it. I got it for next week. So it's got some time on it. Earnings after hours today. Wide strangle for next week. Very wide. If the earnings are after market close, it's most likely going to be bad. That's not a trend. SPY is in trouble. Did not want it to come down this far today. It's about to do a lower box test, dude. Where's the lower box? 437.15. That's not good. Amy's holding nicely here after on this new SPY move, but that's aggressive. Let's see. Broke the 50% fib. Yeah, that's not good. What did Rad end up doing off of that crazy move? Let's look. It was a little pop drop, nothing, shark fin. You could probably get the strangle as a combo, but you're gonna have to mess around with the order. I just get him calls and puts one-on-one. So let's see. We got about 22 minutes here left to go. Things are getting a little spicy. SPY's being a complete asshole today. SPY cross down on the 4-hour and the daily. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. How deep out of the money? No, I'm not saying what I got just because people in here are just going to go willy-nilly flying into stuff like that. So they're deep. But for next week. I heard you were making fun of diabetics. No, I wasn't. I was asking if they needed to eat lots of fruit snacks all the time. MTB has been bonkers since I called it out. Oh, where is it? Ooh, shit. This thing was this thing's been gnarly, man. Congratulations to anybody who was hitting MTB. Jesus. His question is the combo. Usually takes longer to fill. Yeah, you can't. It's going to be hard to get fill. Unless you hit the ask, then you're not going to get filled on it. You'd have to go right to the ask or even put your order in above the ask to make sure you get filled. So let's see here, folks. 1687 on Amy doing its thing. All right. You would never buy deep in the money on your strangles. The willy-nilly's messed it up. I mean, I never say what I'm getting on my strangles. If it hits, I'll tell you what I get. Yes, Windle. That's exactly what it is. SPY doing its thing. You thought the $100 made on SPY puts was good? Could have made 400. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Are shenanigans allowed? Never. Never. No shenanigans. All right, 20 minutes left to go here. Then we get earnings. So this is going to be the first earnings trade that we'll make in the cycle. See what happens with it. No, Ryan. It's always bid ask. You always are going to have to deal with something on the bid ask. Because there's always going to be a bid in the ask. They're not just going to give you a price if you're doing a certain order. Unless it's a market order. You might be market ordering them. That might be what it is, Ryan. It only lets you market order it because you're not going to get filled. How's the trading bot going to work when it comes out? You're just going to see what it's picking. Some people made 50K plus on the SPY. I bet somebody made $1 million today on the SPY. Coming down like this. Oops. You're going to see everything that the bot is doing, all the buys and sells that it does. It's just automatic. It'll do it by itself. E-Trade will throw a combined price for a strangle. Yeah, it'll price it in for it sometimes. You can sometimes get it to do that. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. All right, what are we gonna get? Amy's at 1687 over here. We got SPY doing its thing. Hold on, I think we're getting some. No, those are Discord alerts. Let's see. It shows you the bid and ask when you're choosing the calls. Final price seems to always be set once you pick, unless you're missing the option to switch. It's probably a market order. Mini Ape, it's a lot of probability. It's going to price it based on the probability of finishing in the money and implied volatility. It's not gambling as you would pray for me. You have snap shares at 32 average. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Actually, that's not that bad. I mean, that's $3. SPY tanked hard. SPY was solid. Let's see. Where's the tiger? Did the tiger go to sleep today? The tiger went to sleep today. Down 0.25%. Jorge, we have over 400 alerts. We have the fastest alerts. We do 40 private live streams every single month. And you're getting the algorithm. Let's see. Sell premium on your snap shares? You could easily do that. You could sell some calls against it. You'd want to sell them higher than your basis, which the way that Snap is pricing in right now, you'd be doing good. Tiger's just resting? Yeah, it is. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see. Amy coming up here a little bit. Let's see where we're at. Food industry earnings, like restaurants, like Texas Roadhouse and stuff like that. I actually don't know. That could be interesting. Amy's trying to move its way up to 17 here. 16.95 on Amy. Let's see. 16.99 close. It could. It could do that. All right. Jimmy's at 141, down 4.8. Amy's down 2.39 today. Let's see what we're going to get. Let's see. Counselor, thanks for the super, buddy. I appreciate that. First time checking in today. Vix, did the Fed say anything that we did not know already? Not really, no. Not really. The market's been, it's just kind of been flickering around a little bit, but it's kind of been slowly stair-stepping its way up here and then just tank right back down into this box here. It's done this a few times where it comes up into this box, tank, this box, tank, this box, tank. It doesn't want to get out of this box here. Cool. Yeah, exactly. Max Payne was again irrelevant this week. Well, so far, yeah. So far, yeah, it is. We are the market. Yeah. Your Verizon strangle puts are up 35%. There you go. There you go, Keith. That doesn't really matter, though. If you're going to hold through earnings, it doesn't matter what they're up right now. Let's see. Rhode Island, thanks for being a member, buddy. Is Snap expecting a run in after hours or something? Don't own any of it, but just curious about all the hype. P.S. Thanks for all the money you've helped me win with 1348. There we go. It's earnings after hours. So expecting a big move out of Snap going into tomorrow next week. How to become a member? There's a join button somewhere. If you guys want to join, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's just to show some extra support for me and the channel if you guys want to. You just like it when things are green? It feels good. It does feel good. Jimmy coming down, SPY coming down again here. Let's see. How much time we got left? 13 minutes. Let's see what we got here. Bold SPY prediction for tomorrow. I would say big bounce back up to this box, but who knows? Olive Garden, Red Lobster. Are those both publicly traded? That's interesting. Smoky Bones. Darden Restaurants. No, I have not. There was a restaurant that was like publicly traded that like somehow had like a giant market cap. I forget what happened with this. There was like some giant market cap restaurant for like no reason. And it was like this hole in the wall, like dud plate. I don't know what happened, but for some reason it had this like multi-10 of $1 million market cap, but it was just like this shit restaurant in like the middle of nowhere. And there was like one of them. It was really strange. Does anybody remember that? Does anybody remember that story where there was like that restaurant and it was like randomly like had some giant market cap and you're like, wait a second. Yeah. Was it a sandwich shop in New Jersey? It was something weird like that. It was money laundering. Ah, interesting. Interesting. That was an interesting one. I forget what it was, but it was cool. Tiger is getting spot. Tiger, where the fuck you going? Oh, it's moving with the SPY. SPY's getting hammered right now. It was a deli. Yeah. It wasn't even open? Oh, shit. That's even worse than I thought. All right, so SPY's doing a bottom box test here, bringing everything down with it right now. It's mob related. Sounds about right. SPY's are down to, yeah, from the high. All right, so SPY just came down to this box and bounced. Let's see. This is getting dirty. This SPY move is dirty. They made like $4 million in a year. Yeah, and they had like a gargantuan market cap. Killed it today on Disney puts without even looking at the chart. Well, you should look at the chart, buddy. Evan, thanks for the super, buddy. That's Yum on the daily. It's KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut. Ooh. Oh, thoughts on Yum on the daily? Crossing up, selling off a little bit, though. Crossed here. You get this move here. 0.85%. Comes back down. Could be good. I mean, the market's getting slaughtered today, so it's kind of hard to do much. Market on close, 160 million to the buy side imbalance. Let's see. 9 minutes to go, folks. Let's see what we're going to get. It's getting interessante over here. Let's see. Tiger. That was a big move. You're eating at Uncle Dave's Cafe? Sounds good, Grandpa Barney. That sounds pretty good, man. All right, let's see. 9 minutes to go. 15% on snap calls. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to matter if you're holding through earnings, buddy. If you're going to sell before, you're good to go. I mean, you could ditch it and be good to go. But if you're going to hold through, you're going to have to deal with some nonsense. Let's see. Uh, 1688. SPY trying to come back up to the 13 here. Tiger doing its thing. Am I streaming snap earnings? Nah. I got lots of things to do. We just want to take up your whole day? No, I got to make a video and then what do you call it? Go to the gym, do some homework, hang out, rest, get back after it. Tomorrow, you made some feta cheese and spinach stuffed chicken. That sounds good. That sounds good. Jimmy, 142. Tiger trying to come back up to the 13 here. SPY bounce off the daily 200 EMA. Oh, is that bottom of the box here? Yeah, it did. It did. It bounced off the daily 200. Interesting. I think Jimmy's below it on the daily, but it's probably touching it on the 4 hour. Yeah. Jimmy might come down and touch on the 4 hour at 138.46. Here comes the plunge protection team. Too bad they're late. Yeah. Snap coming up. People buying up Snap for earnings. Yeah, Snap's coming up a little bit here. Oh, new guy, you're heading out? Later, buddy. Both your snap calls and puts are green. Yeah, that's how IV works. When you're heading into an event where the expected move is going to be higher, both the puts and the calls could have the potential to go up, regardless of what the stock does in a short period of time. Hit them likes, people. We got rookie numbers today. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, this is our second stream of the day. So you guys killed it earlier. I appreciate that. Thank you. $16.85 on Amy. We got 5 minutes left to go here, folks. Snap moving. Where's the tiger? Yeah, Wally has been hugging 160. My strangle's up $4. Let's see. Richard, it's just the order book. Supply and demand. It's just imbalances in sitting orders. Tiger just resting. It'll hit soon. Yeah, it looks like it'll hit. You just spent your rent on 25 calls for snap, Christian. If that's true, you're an absolute moron. Because even if it hits, that is wildly risky. Don't do that shit. Please, God, don't do that. That's a silly thing to do. Could it hit? Yes. Could it go to 0? Yes. But I am a moron. All right, buddy. Do what you got to do. I tried to help. I just like being told. I play poker a little bit. Watch him 3x his money. He might. Let's see. Grandpa has a tent you can rent. I think Christian's just trying to trigger you. I think everybody tries to trigger me all the time. It's fine. It's fine. All right, let's see. Consider yourself triggered. Yeah. Just spent your mom's life savings on $50 calls. Christian, you're an inspiration. Yeah, I just spent my... Okay, never mind. I'm not going that far. All right, let's see. See, anytime Squirrel says something, though, I know it's a joke. ACH for Weeble on deposit. How long till that cash can be used for options? 4 days-ish. About 4 days, usually. About 4 days. Okay, now my puts and calls are green on Snap. Nice. That's kind of fun. Thought the SPY was done, but it looks like it's still going. Yeah. Let's see. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go. Ah! Ah! Let's see here. Mikey has an extra room for rent. I bet he does. I bet he does. All right, people. Let's see what we're going to get. $16.87. Yeah, Amy's just flickering here. Peloton puts up 115%. There you go. Yeah, puts on almost anything today would have printed, depending on the timing of it. Let's see. Ooh, less than a minute to go. Let's see. 1 minute and you're up $273 on Snap. Nice. Nice. Let's see. Butch, nobody said they were buying Amy calls. Nobody said that they were. It doesn't make sense to buy AMZ calls right now. It makes 0 sense. Negative sense to buy. 3M's a beast. Yes, 3M doing it here. I like 3M, man. It looks like it could be decent. It looks like it could be all right. Oh, ding, ding, ding. The market is now closed. All right, guys. Again, if you guys are going to be heading out, make sure you guys hit that like button. Again, you guys do get that free access into the Discord before the end of the month. Time is running out over here. We're not going to be doing that offer again for a while. So again, that algo is coming out very, very soon. I think you guys should have it by next week. You get alerts, the fastest alerts. You get everything listed out for you in the alert. You get the 3-minute, 5-minute, and 4-hour chart coming along with the alerts too, with all of the different indicators that we have on there. 40 private live streams every single month. Oh, and did I tell you we have a proprietary trading algorithm coming for you? And that's not even the big thing that we're offering you. So if you guys are interested in that, you do have to sign up through the Patreon, but you won't get charged until the beginning of the month. It's in the top of the live chat over there. So again, guys, that was a fun day. I'll have a video out for you guys at 6 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you guys have notifications turned on for that. It's going to be an interesting one. Other than that, people, ooh, Tom, thanks for the super. What's AMC's max pain this week? 18 so far. So other than that, people, hit that like button on the way out and peace.